Hi everyone, welcome to the Sugar and Crumbs kitchen. Well, I've got the fabulous Molly back. Woohoo! Get those thumbs up, love hearts going. We just love having gorgeous girls in the kitchen. And while I'm saying that, I've got the gorgeous Maria and Laura in the kitchen. Hi girls.
Hi.
They are pretty girls as well, as you all know. So, and they're going to be looking after you at the end of February, so you're going to see a lot more of them. Especially our Laura.
Any single men getting
Yeah, that's it. All single men.
Anybody nice sons that are free? We can have a speed dating.
Yeah.
Thanks, stunning.
Right, so we have Molly in the kitchen, and why is Molly here? She's brought her legs with her. So Molly, get the legs out, come on.
It's embarrassing.
They're in leggings.
I've got yoga pants on because it's cold.
So Molly has developed a fantastic attachment for her creature creator mould, and she has developed two sets of legs. There's a two-leg one, she'll tell you all about them in a minute, and a four-legged one. We've only got the four one here, and we have to blame John.
No, blame me. I've moved studios.
Yeah, I know, but he did have a car full of them today. So John's been up to Molly's new studio today to collect all the legs, brought them all in, and to be fair, I didn't think to tell him to bring any, so we've just got the four legs here. So
we've got them in stock.
Yes, but they're in stock and they're on the website ready for sale. They're live, Maria, on the website now. Yes? Okay, so I'm not going to show them yet. I'm going to get Molly to show you in a minute, but this is the four-legged one.
Dramatic reveal.
Absolutely. So I'm just going to let Molly go and share the live tonight, and I'll tell you all what's going on for a little bit. So hello YouTubers, welcome as well. Thank you for joining us tonight. So yes, like I say, four lovely ladies in the kitchen, because I class myself as one too. So let me tell you what's going on. Don't forget, like and share. Keep liking and sharing tonight. We'll be doing a draw. We're doing 2 draws tonight. Do you remember we're going to Crafters Companions this week? Maria, Laura, I and John have got a mad, crazy week. Not only have we got Molly stuff in, we've got Creature Creative in, we've got a load of deliveries coming in, and then we've got to get on the motorway up on Thursday. We're up to the northeast to Crafters Companion. We are doing a Facebook Live at 4 p.m. in the afternoon. So there's no live on Thursday night. It's at 4 p.m. Thursday afternoon. It's so that they can target their American audience as well. It's all about our product. It's our flavoured icing sugar and crumbs. So we're going to talk to you about that. We're going to make some fabulous buttercream. We're going to use nifty nozzles, the genuine Russian piping tips. I'm going to show you how to pipe with them on the live, and then and we're going to make a little cupcake bouquet. And Sarah is going to host that Facebook Live. And we're both chatterboxes, so it's going to be quite interesting if I can stay quiet. Can you believe? Laura, you keep banging there. I keep seeing the screen going like that. So, yes, we have a very wobbly new table in the kitchen, so I need to get a joiner in to sort it out, but it just wobbles every now and again. So then on Friday, we are actually doing 2 demonstrations at their headquarters in Newton Aycliffe. So the morning session is fully booked, I believe. Just let me have a look. So the morning session is fully booked, okay, but the afternoon session, there's 3 spaces left. Now it's £5, a set £5 for a 2-hour session. You can't moan. You get to meet me, Laura, Maria, John, and it will be great. You'll be able to enjoy it. I've got cupcakes coming. You'll be able to eat them, which, oh gosh, goodness, that reminds me, I best order them. So,
Do you mean bake them?
I'm not baking cupcakes. I'm not baking cupcakes for a demonstration. I'm going to decorate them for you, and I'm going to make them look beautiful. And by the time I finish them, when you see them live, you're going to want to taste one, believe me. So there's 3 spaces left on the afternoon session, which is at 1 o'clock. So if you pop over to Crafters Companion, at the top of their website, it says store. So tick the tab store, drop down, go down to Newton Aycliffe, and then look at the calendar for the 7th of February. And then in there, you can book on there, 3 places left. Then on the 8th, we nip over to Chesterfield then. So we go over to Chesterfield, we've got 2 sessions over there. We've got a 10 till 1. No, yes, a 10 12. Till 1. 12. I was thinking I'm going to break. Right, okay then. A 10 till 12 and then a 1 till 3. Okay, again, £5 a session. Now the morning session has got 4 spaces left available. So do get on that one. Now the afternoon session has still got quite a lot of spaces available. So don't let me down, girls. I'm in Chesterfield. You know what? Try and get there. So I've actually got 13 spaces available. So I don't want to be sat there twiddling my fingers, do I? So so make sure that you do get booked on there. Come on, girls, help us out. You're always saying you want to come and watch, so this is your opportunity to sit down. So you're not stood up. Nice table, chair. We're having it in a U thing. They've rang us today to ask us how we want it set out. So I want it set out in a U, so you all get a look.
I'm there just for the sit down.
Yeah, you all get a look, and I'm going to give you a cake afterwards, which is brilliant. That's if Maria doesn't scoff them first. All right then, so then when we do that then, what else have we got to do? Let me just see. Classes, loads of classes. Now, Molly is here. Molly is doing 2 classes with us in March, the 14th and 15th of March. I've called one standing and one laying. So she's going to use a laying mould today. You've seen lots of people come in here in the Sugar and Crumbs kitchen and use it. They've made boots, they've made Christmas stockings.
Yeah, Sarah.
Yeah, they've made amazing things with it. So, amazing things with it. Well, today we're going to use it with the 4-legged friendly legs here. But the laying mould, I've just spoke to Molly now because she wanted to keep it a surprise of what the class was. So I just said, do you think you'd do it with the legs? So she's going to see if she can do all this in 2 hours. And
Is it a 2-hour class?
No.
I mean now?
It's demo. So, it's not a 2-hour class.
I've had a long day.
If you do it in 2 hours, it'd be great. We'll book another session. So she's got a laying class, which is this mould with 4 legs, and we've got a standing mould with 2 legs. Okay, so it's 1 mould per day. So if you want to do both, get on them both. But whatever Molly's going to make, it's going to be amazing. You're going to love it. It's here in the Sugar and Crumbs kitchen, and we are also taking payments as well. So you can spread it over 4 payments. All you need to do is ring the office on 0161 393 5056 and speak to Laura, pay her your deposit, you're on. Booked in, and all I ask you to do is pay the payment every month. So not in 6 months, each month after. And I trust you to do that. That's good, isn't it?
Yeah.
So then we've got...
Sorry, can I just very quickly say, if you do book in instalments, I actually send out an email with the requested dates for payments on.
Yes.
Very politely.
Yes,
request.
Great. So then we've got my cupcake bouquet class. You saw what we made in my cupcake bouquet class last week. I only had 2 ladies in that class, mainly because we were doing product testing here all day, and I'd actually double booked. If you can hear all the noise in Molly's fighting with the fridge.
Sorry.
So, but I've got, I think the classes for the 19th and the 11th, 19th of February and 11th of March, they're nearly full those, aren't they?
Might be a couple on the March, I'm not sure.
Yeah, but have a look if you want to get on that. Again, I'm happy to take payments.
Mother's Day around there as well.
Yeah,
Good Mother's
happy
Day
to
present.
take payments. And you can do 2 things, like the ladies in class always want to do a 3, a 7 and a 12 bouquet, so they can split it all. But this time I made myself a big 24 bouquet, and to be fair, we had a chat with them. I was going to give it to the old folks home down the old road, but they won't take it because people have got, they're all different types.
Yeah. And things, yeah.
Yeah, and as much as I can say, they don't want somebody being responsible for handling it.
Take it at the food bank.
Yes, well,
Right,
anyhow, Cake Decoration and Sugarcraft magazine got it.
Oh,
So they came in for a meeting, so they were very happy to take it.
Oh, my
So
favourite.
we've also got Michael Lewis Anderson in. Now, his Saturday class is fully booked. He's got a Friday class on the 21st and 23rd of February, which is over half full. Now, there's quite a few of you that still haven't paid your deposit. You've reserved a space. You need to phone Laura and pay your deposits this week, please. If you can get that done, that'd be great. We're holding it. I know what some of you are thinking. I'll hang on and move it till nearer the time, which delays me March one and everyone else. But don't do that, because I'd be really upset if you let me down after reserving a place and then not turning up, not coming to it. So I need to get that done straight away. We've got Georgie Godbold in for 3 days.
I love her stuff.
Oh, she's lovely, isn't she?
I love her stuff.
Yeah,
She's so cute.
and she's such a great, good
Yeah,
girl, isn't she?
good
In
teacher.
fact, to be fair, all the tutors here are as
Yeah.
mad as box of frogs. I mean, I'm definitely crazy. Michael's off the Richter scale. What are you like in class? We'll find out. And Georgie, she's just great fun. Natalie's lovely.
Oh, amazing.
Yeah, Natalie's lovely. So Natalie has got 3 classes in as well, 3 different classes. Lots of you asked about her orchid class. I have spoke to it, but we're going to book it for later on in the year. So that's probably going to be a late September, early October class. Providing she can do it. I've got to confirm that with her yet. And we've got Zoe Fancy Cakes in as well. So there's loads of classes. The classes we did at the weekend with Amy Archibald, we made this.
Wow.
So if some of you didn't see it, let me just pull it over. So this is the type of, this is the type of things that you make in class. And you know what, there's in the class we had 2 novices in the class as well. You know, when I say novice, it's just they just wanted to do the class. One lady was actually doing it for her wedding cake, so that when she makes her real wedding cake with her mum, so her mum and her made it. And if you saw the little live that we did with John, each and every one of them was stunning, seriously, and they were all different.
That's gorgeous.
Yeah, it is, isn't it? Yeah.
Very nice.
So I think that's me done now. So don't forget, like and share. Okay, I'm going to go and sit over there, try and keep my mouth shut because some people think I talk too much. But and we've got plenty of ganache tonight. I'll just tell you something. So I'm not very good at making ganache, and it's the easiest thing to make, really.
That's why.
It's the easiest thing to make. So Molly all day said, "We make some ganache, make some ganache." I said, "Yeah, don't worry, I'll have it made." So when she come in and said, "Don't know how much you want making, how much do you want making?" So she gave me a measurement, and that's what I thought she wanted. Anyhow, it ended up we've used 1.2 kilos of chocolate, 600 of cream, because I warmed 600 of cream up, dropped in 300 chocolate, thinking that was it, and this really sloppy mix. So we have more ganache. We've got plenty of ganache, and I'm almost sure I'll be seeing Maria tucking in each day.
I will.
Yeah.
Do it
right.
service.
I'm going to leave you to it. Anyhow,
Carol.
what I was going to say. YouTubers. What else was going to say? That's the end, isn't it? Pardon? Reviews. Yes, that's what we want you to do. Right, on our fantastic website now, you can do reviews. Ooh. We have mentioned this to you before. It's very important you do reviews. So any of the products, our flavoured icy sugars, Molly's moulds, you know, she's here, put a little review. Loads of you have got them. When you get the legs, put the review on about the legs. And if you've been on classes, do a review. It takes you a couple of minutes if you've been on them. And just go on in. Type them up, it would really help us. Before I go, Laura, have you got anything to say?
No.
Right, and what I was going to say about YouTubers, this is what I meant to say. Please subscribe to our channel. That's what I wanted to say.
Oh, yeah.
So please subscribe to our channel, because if you subscribe to our channel, okay, what happens then is you get a notification when we go live. And I hadn't realised that, so I wondered why I got a notification about some things and not others. And so some channels I've signed up for and some I haven't. So do subscribe to our channel, and then you'll always get a notification when we go live, like those do on Facebook. So how are we doing for our audience? Has it grown nicely?
Fantastic. We're over 450 watchers at the moment.
Woo-hoo!
Loads of people excited to see you, and they can't wait to see you using the moulds and the legs.
Yes.
There's a few lucky people who've already got their legs as well.
Yes.
So they're very excited to see them in action.
Well, they were able to order them at the show and the demonstration morning, weren't they? Which is amazing. Yeah. And that reminds me, so we have 2 groups, the Sugar and Crumbs All About Cake community. Now that is an amazing group, 25,000 followers in there, over now, we're just up to 25,100 nearly, okay? Wow. It's a very, very active group, it's very fast, it's amazing. But I've also set up a private group now, and that's just for our own customers. So for the people who are in that little group there, and to be fair, it's only been open a week and there's just short of 600 members in there, which is brilliant. So hello, VIPers. If you, what I was going to say to you is, I left you a message in there over the weekend. Use those links that I gave you over there. You'll know what I'm talking about, okay? Don't use the links from the website.
See ya.
You're dying to know, aren't you?
Yeah.
We'll tell you later.
I'm not telling you.
I love a bit of gossip. Now it's just me and it feels weird. I want you back now, Carol. I want you back now. I want you to come back. So, hello everyone. Woo! Yeah, anyone has any questions along the way or has any life issues you want to discuss, then that's fine. I'm going to start by ganaching. You should have seen the mould by now. If you haven't got one, where have you been? This is my laying style mould. So the laying style mould is the one we're going to be using today, which I always describe as anything four-legged, generally. But like Carol said, Sarah that came on, she did the Christmas stocking. You can do boots with it. I've seen someone do a car with it.
Yeah, no, that's been amazing. What's the other lady who comes on? I just can't think of her name at the moment. Julie Rogerson. Rogerson? Yeah, Julie Rogerson comes on, and she's done. What did she make last time? She made a food, didn't she?
Yeah.
Christmas stocking.
Yeah. Amazing.
With a
the
mouse
teddy
and that.
and stuff coming out.
Yeah, presents and that. Yeah.
You should have seen. I mean, I couldn't come up with all the Christmas cakes people made with them. They were amazing.
It's amazing.
And people made fruit cakes in them as well.
Yes.
Which is cool.
Yeah.
And there was a lot of. I've just been in Ireland teaching for Amy, Sweet Stamp Amy, and lots of people were saying they were making chocolate biscuit cakes. Remember we talked about that last time?
Right, yeah.
Oh, so good.
Yeah. We'll have to show them the mould. We'll have to show them the mould that you've got tonight.
Yeah.
So they understand it. So
Yeah, so for anyone that hasn't got the mould, I mean, it has got cake in it because I've not cleaned it. I'll grab it for you in a sec. So it's the laying style mould. Basically, it's a 3D cake without any carving, without any internal supports, and without any waste. And even though we're using the legs, there's still no internal supports. They're what I would call an external support. It's like a fancy cake stand, really. So what I wanted was something that would incorporate the legs, so they take the weight of the legs, but at the same time you can reuse them. I might put that in the microwave actually, it's a little bit stiff. You can reuse them, you can do anything you want with them. So I'll show you them in a sec. I'm just ganaching this so it's got time to set. And then I might just pop this in the microwave. Carol, can that have 30 seconds in the microwave?
Oh, you'll have to ask Maria now. I'm on my chair.
Can't get out.
I can't get out.
Oh, you can't get out,
in.
can't you stop?
I'm jammed in.
Thank you.
I've treated myself to a new chair, everybody.
It looks
So I'm
nice.
jammed in.
It's colourful. So that is my cake, baked, ganached. I'm going to leave it there to set for a minute. I would recommend ganache always, but what you can do is buttercream the inside and ganache on the outside if you want that extra firmness. So where are my legs gone here? So this is the 4-leg kit. It comes in a box. The boxes are the same size, but the legs are different sizes. So this is the 4-leg kit as it comes. So you get these things, which are the positioning pegs. You get 4 of those with the 4-leg, and you also get, thank you Maria, a spare 2 in case
Oh, that's good, isn't it?
you break one or you lose
I'm glad you
one.
mentioned that. We think we've got an odd one.
I know.
A six-legged.
Yeah,
Six-legged
six-legged animal. You could do like an alien. So you get 2 spares just in case, and then you also get 2 sets of the foam sticky pads, which means you can use it twice. And then if you want to get more of those, then to be honest, you can buy them on Amazon. I ordered some for you on Amazon today. They're just the double-sided foam sticky
And
pads.
buy the 3M ones because they're the best.
3M ones are really, really good.
Yeah.
So here are the legs. Da-da-da-da.
Ta-da.
They are completely food safe, polypropylene. I know all the terms.
And you've had them done in our favourite colour.
Yeah, all in pink, everything's pink. And they are, if you see, well you can't really see, but they're ever so slightly textured rather than the real shiny that a lot of plastic is. And that is on purpose because we want the sugar paste to be able to stick to it. And even like you could pipe buttercream, you like the fur. It's got like a ever so slightly sticky set. It's got my signature underneath, little logo on there.
Let me see that. Just turn it to the camera.
Can you see?
No.
Do you go to
Come down.
There's so many cameras.
Yeah.
Stop there.
Do that.
You
Perfect.
see?
Yeah.
So
That's
yeah,
good.
it's really, really sturdy. It's not like cheap, flimsy plastic. And we have tested the absolute bottom of this. We've put it in the dishwasher. We've had it in the freezer. We've had it everywhere.
That's good. It can go in the dishwasher and the freezer, isn't it?
And do you know what? It can go in the dishwasher. I don't know how good it is for your dishwasher. Completely covered in sugar paste.
Oh, that's so bad.
Is
Yeah,
that
it's
bad?
probably not good for your
I
dishwasher.
told people who put dummies in the dishwasher with all the sugar paste on that how to break your dishwasher.
Yeah,
very
got to go
quickly.
somewhere, hasn't it?
What I was going to say to you, lots of people have said, how would they charge for the legs? And my opinion is, if you are doing this for your cake and costing your cake, cost it in for the whole mould.
Yeah.
And then ask your customer to return it, and you give them £10 back.
Yeah.
So you've made a little bit of profit.
Yeah.
And on the standing one, I would probably ask you give them £8 back.
Yeah.
And then that way you're sure to get it back.
You've got your spare legs in case they lose one.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, I wouldn't give it back if they lost one.
So the feet, the positioning pegs slot into the feet, and you can kind of really shove them in so they don't come out very easily, but that's on purpose. You don't want them to be kind of rattling around in there. And what I do is the following. So they are, I think that's 6 millimetres, so 6 centimetres at the bottom, which means they're wide enough that they're not going to fall. But what you can do is, this is how I would do it. So you grab your board covered, and this is the way you do it if you want to cover your board first. So you find the front, that's the front, and then you make an imprint in the board with the feet. So you just push them in like this, and that shows where the feet are going to go. And then you can actually use, you know, those round cutters, the same size, but I haven't got one of those because I've lost everything.
Well, if you wait, I'll go and get them for you.
Have you got some?
Yeah, let me just.
Because if you get the same, you could wheel yourself over on the chair.
Hey, I know. On my new whizzy chair.
On your whizzy chair. So you can, probably easy if we do this. I've literally just covered this board, so it's really soft. But if you leave it to set harder, it's easier to whiz your paste.
So these come in a set, but I think it would be that one you'd want one set.
No, I think.
Is it that one?
I'm looking, it's that one, yeah. There you go.
Oh, well, that makes it a lot
That
easier.
is, I think that looks like 3 inch to me.
Yeah.
Don't know, I might have just made it up. So yeah, that is a lot easier. So you just do
and
that.
It's neat, isn't it?
Neater, as I say, if you paste is set on your board, it's a bit easier, but we'll just do it for now. End up with nice green under my nails.
If you want those cutters, you go looking for them, just go to Cake Star in Brand.
Oh yeah, we should have put those on the thing.
Yeah.
Sorry.
So I meant to say, everything that you see tonight you can buy off our website. We are in stock. Molly was up at 6 o'clock this morning, down at her new unit at 7. She had everything ready for John to collect today, well and truly organised.
No one knows about my new unit yet.
Pardon?
These are the first people to know about it.
Yes, Molly got a new unit today, so it's all very exciting. I'm going next time.
Yeah.
I was devastated I couldn't go today.
I know. It's huge.
John
I'm
said
rattling
that.
round in it. I don't know what to do with
John
myself.
said.
What did he say? It was massive.
He said it's massive, she's on her own in there.
I know. And then the creature creators came on a wagon, and there was 42 boxes like this. And the man just looked at me and went, "Where's your forklift?" I said, "I've got a forklift."
Oh.
So we just shoved them all off the side now to carry every single box.
They do.
42 boxes in.
They don't care, do
So
they?
if you're watching, delivery man.
Thanks.
Export. I said I'm going to end up like really super slim and in shape, but I won't because I keep drinking wine. So you get your double-sided stickies and you get your feet and take them out now. What I wanted with this is, I know there's a lot of different ways of doing supports to make freestanding cakes. I just find them really, really complicated and a lot of bits and a lot of risk. So you stick that to there, and then you stick the feet in first, the pegs we should call them. So we do 4 of these. And I just wanted to make something that was one piece that you can use for loads of different things. As I said, there's a 2-leg and a 4-leg. The 2-leg is the same, but it's got 2 legs. You didn't need me to say that, you understand. But that's brilliant for anything like a person, or like a teddy bear standing up, or like a monkey, or what else could you do? I'm going to make a Kermit the Frog. later on.
yeah.
Not as a tutorial because I think I'll get sued, but just for, well, I can't actually say what it's for because it's a surprise for my friend. Hope she's not watching. But yeah, I just wanted something that was easy to use, took the stress out of it, because it wouldn't make sense making the Creature Creator, which is so easy to use and versatile, and then making the legs really complicated, because it defeats the object really. So leave that there for now, because we're going to cover this first, then we're going to slot it in. So there's your board.
It looks like, I like it on there, that luminous pink.
The
don't
pink
you?
and the green, yeah.
But look, they're not going anywhere.
No.
I stuck one of these to our dining table underneath the dining table upside down, and it stayed. Just to test, but the 3M pads are really, really good. So, we've got the legs. I'm going to pop the cake here for a minute, and I'm going to just get rid of the ganache off the board because we don't want to make a mess. It is live, and it will be a little bit messier. I haven't even said what I'm making, have I?
No.
Could be anything, this.
Yes, no, we don't care. We
Could
just
be
know it'll be good.
rubbish.
I've not even asked you what you're making, actually, have I?
I'm making a Shih Tzu.
Oh, yes, actually, you did say that.
The reason I'm making a Shih Tzu is because I have a few tutorials for dogs. I have a French Bulldog and I have a Dalmatian, but they're both short-haired dogs. And when I was teaching at the weekend, one of the ladies said she had I think it was just an Alza, and she was asking how you do the fur on it. So I thought, well, I've not actually done a long-haired, like a shaggy-haired breed. So I thought a Shih Tzu would be quite good.
Aww.
And I also had a lot of this colour sugar paste lying around.
So you know.
No, this is a colour I use for loads of things, and it's basically white, and then I've mixed some teddy bear brown into it. So it makes like a light. It's like between a caramel and an ivory.
I was just about to say it's almost a caramel sort of.
It's a really nice
coffee
base.
latte.
Yeah, because we're going to airbrush it a bit, so
Colour.
it's always a really good idea to go the lightest shade you want to go, because it's much easier to airbrush it darker.
Yeah.
So I'm rolling this paste out, and then what you can do, I'm using edible glue here, but what you can do instead is, those spray bottles, you can spray it.
Yeah.
Because you don't need a lot to stick.
Have we told Molly where she needs to be, by the way, on the
Sauce.
board?
I'm overhead.
Ah,
Yeah.
right, okay, great.
I'm always in the wrong place.
No, you're all right.
No, to be fair, I was filming on Friday, and I've just said to the girls now, I'm never filming again. John is forgiven for everything he does.
Oh.
He will do all filming now. I'm
Oh.
never doing it again.
So I'm rolling out a little piece on what you need to do. To be honest, there's no exact perfect way of doing this, but this is how I do it. So I want to stretch this piece over here to cover the belly. And the reason I'm doing it now is because obviously it's easier than if you were to flip it over.
Don't forget to show Maria.
Sorry, Maria.
Thank you.
You have to think about lots of different things.
Maria's like trying to stand on a
She's
stool.
trying to be
so
polite.
open it up.
No, sorry.
So just while you do that a minute, so a few of you asked where can you book the classes, go to Crafters Companion, okay? Crafters Companion website, just pop in crafterscompanion.co.uk. At the top it says stores, the tab. Pick stores and then drop down to the nearest store to you. The dates is the 7th, 8th and 15th of February. Book on and we'll see you there.
What is Crafters Companion? Is it a shop?
It's it's brilliant.
I've
Yeah,
never been there.
yeah.
I don't get out much though.
No, we've
Cara.
been there for the first time last year, wasn't it? We went.
Where's the one you're doing at?
All of them. No, they've got 3 big stores, so we're going to Newton Aycliffe up in the northeast,
Ooh.
then over to Chesterfield, and then to Evesham.
Ooh, that sounds-
Yeah.
So I'm just trimming this off around the body, and it really doesn't have to be neat. I know I feel like I say that all the time. It doesn't, especially when you're doing the long hair. You just want enough to get a good texture on there. So even if it looks a bit messy, it doesn't matter. You can take your time and do it really smoothly, or you can do like I do and just wing it. But that's the body covered, and now we're going to cover the legs. So same again.
The brand of sugar paste that Molly uses is Renshaw.
Yep.
She uses the whole range of Renshaw, and she actually, I know some of you say that's a bit soft, but as Molly's own words is, when you're doing modelling, you need it soft.
Sculpted cakes, yeah. I think anything that blends nicely. So because we're sticking loads of different pieces on, and we want it to look like one dog,
Yeah.
not lots of pieces stuck together. Then I just use the normal ready to roll Renshaw, and then I would suggest any like tiered cakes is where you would use your extra because it's stretchier and better for tiered cakes. But I'm trying to steer clear of tiered cakes, to be honest. They make me stressed. Wedding cakes is my nightmare. So for this bit, you can just.
To be fair, that's just simple, just doing it like that, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's no worrying about that.
No. And you pinch it together, and what you can do is use scissors as well to pinch it, just snip it off. But this lovely soft paste just blends so nicely. See? So there's one leg done, and we're going to trim all this off in a minute. And this is like you're doing your foundation groundwork really by covering the legs this way, and you're saving yourself a job because if you do it the other way around, it's complicated. And also gravity's working against you. I've tried to cover lots of undersides of bellies and they just fall off.
Yeah.
It's very stressful. The nice thing about this though is there's not a lot of weight in it, so it's not a huge area that you're covering. You're not working with like kilos and kilos of sugar paste.
Yeah.
It's a nice amount. So we say you can get about 15 decent portions out of the Creature Creators. Whatever you get out of an 8-inch round is a very, very similar size to that.
So Adrienne Brunty, this is the tutorial. She said, have you got a tutorial? Yeah, this is it.
This is it.
She's seen.
Yeah, welcome. No, I haven't, because I haven't made one before.
So, Molly said that she has come in tonight. She is making this up as she goes
In
along.
fact, I might have to Google the Shih Tzu in a bit.
Yeah.
'Cause I sort
She
of
did it.
forgot that
I've got 6 dogs and she's taking a borrow one of your dogs.
You've got any with long hair?
I was
They're all
going to say
short hair.
none of them have got long hair.
Yeah. Oh, I wish they were here. Could have borrowed them. So the legs. Yeah, the spray bottles are brilliant for this because...
Do you want a spray bottle?
No, it's too late now.
You only had to ask.
It's alright. Just because otherwise, if you over glue, it makes it a bit slimy sometimes.
Yeah.
I think less is more with the glue. You could use piping gel as well if you wanted, or just a little bit of water. To be honest, do you sell the spray bottles?
No,
Good, because I get mine from Home Bar.
I was
I
going to
was just going to
say,
say, I don't even think I could compete with Home
No.
Bargains, do you? What are they,
No.
50p now?
Are they? Yeah.
yeah, they're so cheap, aren't
Yeah.
they?
Yeah.
It's my best thing. It's what I use more than anything actually. The spray bottle. I've misplaced it in the move. I've misplaced everything in the move. So this looks. You're all going to be thinking. I thought she was good at cakes. This looks rubbish.
But it's rustic and it's how it all comes together
Don't you
at the
worry
end.
about that. Yeah. So we turn our.
It's how my cakes are. People look at it, John sits there in despair thinking, oh my lord, what's that going to be? Then at the end he goes, oh, well done.
Yeah. See.
That's
That was all right, that.
That's true artistry for you.
Just while Molly's doing that, if anyone's missed any of the lives so far, or you can't stay with us for the whole session, you can catch up when we're finished. So
Yeah.
as always, it's always pinned to the top of our Facebook page, and it always gets transferred over to YouTube. So even if you miss little bits tonight, or you just want to recap, you can always catch up. And with that in mind, Maria's in the kitchen as well. There'll be fantastic 1-minute videos made as well. So all the best bits scrammed into a little 1-minute video, which is fantastic. And again, you can watch that back at any point. You'll see them popping up on Facebook in the coming weeks, and they're also on YouTube as well. So don't worry too much if you can't stay with us, or you do miss any bits or bobs. We can always catch up later on when we're finished.
So my legs are going back on, and because we stuck them on first to mark them out, they should go on. There we go, nice and easily. Press them down, and then that is not going anywhere.
Ta-da!
That's showing off there for you. Sorry, that ruined Maria's camera work.
Yeah.
I just wanted to show off. So you can pop your cake on now, and the only thing to mention about the laying style is slightly different. You can see from above, can't you?
Yeah.
Can you see these legs are slightly more forward?
Yeah.
And this is slightly bigger. That's because it's the back end.
Yes.
So just have a look
It's
at
good
it.
that you mentioned that.
Yeah, the standing ones, the two-legged one is the same both sides. But this
Thank
is.
goodness for that. That'd be worrying, wouldn't it?
Yeah. Well, it might have a big bum.
Might have a bum. That's what I was just thinking. You could have a bum.
So you stick your cake in there. This is quite a soft
Just
cake.
fits great in there, doesn't
Perfect.
it?
Yeah. That's
Look
a
at
Genoese sponge I've used, but obviously if you use the Madeira recipe that's in the guide, it is a little bit firmer. So if you were like travelling with it, or it was like a hot climate, then
Well, let me just say now, Maria was nose diving the cut off sponge when we came in.
yeah, it's just a go-to one. We had to kind of just work with what we've got at the moment. I don't have an oven at the moment, so I had to do it in Mum's kitchen. And I have an oven at home, but I don't really know how to use it because it's one of those Arga style. You know the ones
yeah.
like I don't know.
If I had an Arga, I'd just use it for warming plates.
Yeah, it's not an Arga. It's an Everhot.
Right,
It's pink,
yeah,
but it came with the house,
right.
and I don't really know how to use it. I burnt Christmas dinner in it. It's either really hot or not hot at all. If anyone's got any tips on that, then let me know. So I'm ganaching this. I would say if you're going to travel with it in the car, ganache it. Just ganache it. It's worth it, and it is easy to make. And if you get your ratios right, Carol.
Yeah. Yes.
And a good one as well is if you're worried about the ganache kind of seeping out because it is dark, is just use a white chocolate ganache, and you won't get the brown seepage. I am not by any stretch of the imagination a neat ganasher, but hey, we're all friends here. All I want to do is give it a surface to stick, you know, and I have tested and tested and tested these legs, and we haven't had any disasters, so I'm happy. I actually took some finished cakes to Cake International in November, and they were just prototypes that we had because we didn't have any products. They're actually 3D prints, but they were very, very similar. And I thought, I'm going to do worst case scenario. So I'm not suggesting that anybody does this. So what I did was I made the cakes. I didn't use the sticky pads. I used a little bit of duct tape, and I duct taped them to the board. I didn't use any ganache. I just used buttercream. And I didn't even put the cake in a box. I thought, I just want to see what happens. And I put the cake in the back of a van, no box. And I travelled to and from Birmingham, and it was absolutely fine.
Yeah.
So, you know.
Nice and sturdy.
Yeah, nice and sturdy. So hopefully, well, it's Dean's design, so if anyone has any problems with it.
Michelle Cole's telling me to give you a flexi smoother. Do you want a flexi
Oh.
smoother?
I would really love a flexi smoother.
Would you?
Well, only because I didn't know
Why
about
didn't you ask
them.
for one?
Because I didn't know they
In the
existed.
cupboard there.
And then when I taught this class at the weekend, we used these flexi smoothers, and my
Do you want to get one out of the cupboard there?
where?
Because I'm on my chair now, I can't get off. Go in that cupboard there.
I can't turn around because I've got really embarrassing leggings on.
They can't see you from there.
And
They
they're
can't
not-
see you right now.
no, you
can't
can't see you there.
So,
Promise.
see those shelves there?
Oh,
just
yeah.
keep going. One of them's got flexi smoothers in. You might have to keep going down. Keep taking them out on the top. So you get down. Oh
Yeah.
no, the flexi smoothers are under there, Maria.
There.
Have you got one?
I've got something. What's
No.
that?
No, they're
No,
under here.
they're under
Right,
here.
I'm bored of looking now.
No,
They're in there.
Maria's used them for our stand.
Where?
They're in there.
I didn't want them anyway. Don't need them. But we use them.
This is where, when people come in to teach, they need to tell us everything they need.
Yeah, but I forgot about those. And I'd never used one, and they're so pleasing. And Michelle told me about them.
Yeah. They're
Changed
great,
my
aren't
life.
they? Yeah.
Changed my life.
That's how boring I am these days. It's changed my life. But especially for creature creators, because they're so rounded,
Yeah.
really, really good. And they're just like bits of plastic, aren't they?
Well, if we'd known before, Molly, we could have had them.
We've
Sorry.
been prepared for you. Can you just remind everyone so I've got a few people who haven't yet bought your moulds.
Ooh!
And just to recap, they come with a couple of tutorials and
They
a bit of
do.
a how-to guide.
Yeah. So this is the laying style mould that I'm using today. It's a very heavy duty silicone mould. Maria, is the one there?
There's one up here, Maria. Do you want to get this one?
That one's cleaner.
Yeah.
I've just
So there's one up there. And that
got the
white
cake
box.
out this one.
Do you want to get that one out?
Oh, perfect. So there's two styles. There's a laying style and a standing style.
And I think there might be another one.
The
somewhere.
laying style is the one that works with the four-legged one, and it's the one that I make the cats and the dogs and the four-legged
Just put it on there.
creatures,
No, just put it on there.
horses, unicorns.
So have a look in the other cupboards. Just go down the cupboards. Yeah. Oh, look there, there's the other one. So you can show both, Molly.
Yay! So the standing style is made for everything else, so everything more upright, two-legged characters. But you can do sort of sitting up dogs with them as well.
Just
There's
leave
many
them there.
uses for all of them, to be honest.
Maria. Just leave them there, sugar.
Thanks, Maria, I'll get them.
Yeah.
So each one, I'll show you how they come. So each one you get a user guide that's got a recipe in. I'll show it actually.
Yeah.
It's got which one's this?
Yeah.
So this
Everything is on stock on the website, by the way. Molly has had her delivery today. So I've had one,
Pat by my own fair
one lady, she's asked me and asked me and asked me, and I said, they're coming.
Sorry.
Molly's moving, she's got a lot of things going
Sorry,
on.
lady.
So anyway, everything's come in today, everything's in stock. Molly's been in work since 7 this morning. I think you got there for 6, weren't you? And she's had to wait for a lorry man to come who wasn't very helpful, and I know exactly what they're
Oh,
like.
it's vile.
Yeah.
So this is the standing mode. It's blue. It's very, very
This-
heavy duty.
This
yes.
mould causes a lot of controversy. I'm not saying
Childish,
nothing.
Carol. This is a standing mould. It makes an animal, not anything else. But this is the only shape that I could come up with that makes this shape. So sorry, you just have to go and bear it. I've gone you know when you're really tired and you've gone like a bit hysterical? Yeah. So I don't know what might come out of my mouth today. So this is the user guide that you get with both moulds. It's got a little introduction, little picture of me on it. Hiya. It's got recipe with different flavours. It's got how to use the mould, so how to grease and flour the mould, how to get the cake out in the end. Buttercream and ganache recipe. Might put that on Carol's fridge when we go.
Just want to lift it up. Do you want to lift it up?
No, it's alright, I'm on you.
How to cover it in sugar paste, and then some basic modelling shapes at the back and some little tips.
So just let me tell you something. If you're going to come to the class, in the class all the cakes will be ready. You will be decorating real cake. But in the class I'm actually going to make the cake. I'm going to make one. So while Molly's showing you how to do everything,
nice.
I'll use Molly's recipe and we'll make one fresh in class. So so that you can actually see the recipe being used and made.
Yeah.
So I'll make that.
So you also get 2 tutorials with each one. I'll show you the other one in a minute. This is Derek the Duck, and he's designed as a very, very simple one. So like I've seen like 5-year-olds make this one. He's just buttercream, and he's really, really simple, and he's like a good beginner intro, nice for like baby showers and whatnot. And then we've got Francis the Frenchie, which is a slightly more advanced one. Really popular. I just taught this at Amy's shop last weekend? No, Saturday. I don't know what day it is. And yeah, he's a little bit more advanced. He's fun, and you can see it's like a full step-by-step guide as you go through. And then on top of that, I have the tutorials, which you can now download rather than buy.
Brilliant.
So then we've got 20 of those. So the standing mould is this one. So this is good for like monkeys, people, Santa Claus, so a lot of those. Teddy bears. You also get Enrique the elephant. And the mould itself, which looks, I think it looks a bit like a giant jelly baby. It's in the back there. There it is. You take out the back?
Yeah, I never knew they came in the bag, did you? You just put some in the bag, some of them.
They're all in bags.
Are they all in bags, are they? Are they?
It's how you keep them sterilised.
Right.
They come in the bag. So there you go. Right. Back onto the ganache. Probably nice and set now. So there's our cake. And now I'm going to roll out just a sugar paste covering. So you need, I say, about 750 grams to cover it. But that's, I mean, you could get away with less than that. I cover quite thick. And everyone always says, why do you put so much icing on? And that's because you'll see with the texture we're going to put on it, anything that's 3D does need a slightly thicker covering, because if you imagine how it's got to stretch and go around lots of high and low points, it needs to be thicker to warrant the stretch, because some of it's going to go a bit thin around the neck and then it's going to be stretched around. So it's always good to be a bit thicker, and also you can get a really nice texture in it when you've got a nice thick layer. So I would say that's about 700 grams, which should be fine.
I think these are going to be game changers for everybody. I think this year, watching what everybody's going to make with these this year, because last year was fantastic watching what everybody made just with the mould.
Yeah.
And it's amazing how everybody's just got so creative with them.
It's only been since April.
Yes, that's what I mean.
Gosh,
so I think, you know, since yeah, because was it April I saw you when we started, wasn't it? When I contacted your mum, wasn't it?
Cake International.
Cake International, yeah.
That's when we launched.
Yeah, and then I went to see your mum and said, can we stock them, didn't I?
Yeah. We've got new things coming out all the time.
Very exciting.
So it's always evolving and changing, but the main thing that I keep banging on about, and I know everyone's bored of hearing it, is I just want cakes, and 3D cakes especially, to be really non-scary and intimidating, because I think the last thing you want is to be crying over a structure that hasn't worked, or a cake that you've overcarved. And I've been there, it's horrible. And I just want it to be fun, and I want, you know, the decorating's the fun bit.
Yeah.
I've stood outside in the rain and cut MDF and been screwing stuff, and it was awful. It's not fun. And I just wanted to be like decorating and making it look all nice.
Yeah.
So this is getting you there a bit faster, and it's making it very non-intimidating. Hopefully, I hope so. So.
Well, I think this gives everybody a way of being able to make structure cakes without having to worry about.
Yeah. And
nuts and
also,
bolts and everything, isn't it?
people, you know, for a lot of people that do it as a business, which I have done for, well, nearly 10 years,
Yeah,
you're not making any money. If you're spending 2 hours making a structure,
yeah,
people, and it's a lot of non-edible material, isn't it?
Yeah.
Whether, you know, especially children's cakes. This is nice because you can literally just slice it right down to the leg. And also, I came up with a fun thing, which is, because the legs are hollow inside, you can fill it with sweets.
Yeah.
Ah,
For
yeah.
kids. So it's like an extra little
Yeah.
treat for them. Because if kids need one thing, it's more sugar.
Yeah.
Or you could fill it with, I don't know, you know, like
Only kids.
for Maria.
Is it me or is it cold in it?
Cold, I'm alright.
Do you feel any cold?
You could
Jack?
fill it with, you could do it like a Chinese fortune cookie. And
Oh,
put a nice
that's a
message
cute
in it.
idea.
There you go. Chinese, yeah.
More
what did
sensible than sweets.
we- Exactly, yeah, that is true. Yeah, Chinese New Year was year of the rat,
Yes.
so you could make a rat. As my friend Jerry did, she made a really good cake. She made a Chinese dragon. There's so many things, like, I'm already planning, like, all the Easter animals we can make.
Yeah, you have to think ahead though, don't you? That's
Yeah.
the thing, isn't it?
So Easter we're all doing a lamb.
Yeah, I
we're
was
doing
about to
a
say,
bunny.
but you did the bunny. Do you
Yeah.
remember her? And
Yeah,
I took
yeah.
one home.
Oh,
Oh,
so cute.
Do you remember?
Yeah, God, that was
Yeah.
ages. That was the first live we did, I think.
Yeah,
I did the unicorn.
Oh.
yeah, I took the bunny home.
So there's a bunny, but we're going to do it like holding an Easter egg. There's
Aw.
loads and loads of things. There's almost too many things you can do. So I'm just, you can't really see. I'm going to turn it around so you can see. Do this to you.
Thank you.
So what I'm doing here is I'm just removing the paste just below where the cake joins. I'm just taking the excess off. If you have loads and loads of cake excess, it's good to get the excess off quickly, because otherwise
Yeah.
it tends to weigh it down and drag
That's
it.
when you get tears and things, isn't
Yeah.
it? Yeah.
But this is going on nicely. It's sort of tearing itself, which is fine.
So
Sorry.
just a very quick recap. Molly's here with us this evening using her Creature Creator moulds. They're all back in stock on our website, which is sugarandcrumbs.co.uk. So if you're interested in purchasing any of the items this evening, head over to the website when we're finished. The creature legs are also now back in stock. So this is the four-legged mould for the laying style. Four-legged legs.
I know, it's complicated.
For the laying style, and the two legs are also in stock as well. So everything's back in stock online. Just head over to the website when we're finished and you can purchase everything that you want to from there. And the tutorials that Molly showed you before come with the moulds. And then there's extra tutorials available directly from Molly if you need to any more ideas or hints and tips. But if you're a member of our community page, just head over there when we're finished. There's so many ideas that people have done
Yeah.
with the moulds.
Yeah.
There's got to be hundreds that
I
I've
think
seen.
if they did a search on the group, they'd,
Yes.
if
That's
they
how
just
I
did
find
Molly's
them.
mould, there'd be
So
loads,
I,
wouldn't
so
there?
when
Yeah.
because at the moment, because I'm travelling a lot, I don't get to look at the group every day.
Yeah.
So every few days I type in, and it's like an egomaniac, I type in Molly
Yeah.
or I type in creature,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
they all come up.
Come up, yeah.
So that's
Brilliant.
how I sit.
If you're in
Google it
the
yourself, that is.
if you're in the Sugar and Crumbs customer group, okay, which is I'm in a serious relationship group, all of you who reserved your moulds already, use the links there, because that is the reserved ones for those people who was able to reserve early.
Nice.
And if you don't, if you go and use
VIP.
if you go and use the link on the main website, you'll be taking stock that's not been allocated for you. So use that one. I can't mess it about.
So what I've done now is I've just
That's great. That's
used my hands to roughly mark out these back leg contours, which is it's this shape here, which everyone finds hilarious, but it's for a reason. This is going to be the shoulder of the animal, and this is going to be the back leg of the animal. So we're finding those shapes that is already in the mould, and it's again something you don't have to carve. Then it's quite easy. And you can find that front shoulder contour as well. You're just finding it with your hands, you know.
Yeah.
It's a very hands-on. I don't use a lot of tools really, because I think you've got really good tools in your hands, haven't you?
Yeah, absolutely. 'Cause someone's just asking, do you have to have an airbrush to do these animals?
No.
No, definitely
No.
not.
And the elephant and the French bulldog that you get in tutorials, I always put airbrush or petal dust.
There you go. It's always an alternative.
And generally speaking, with the airbrush in the animals, it's just black and brown that I use. I don't go too complicated with the colours, apart from the orangutan,
yeah.
which is really popular, but he's all dusted.
Right.
So he's petal dust, and he's like the rainbow dust one. So we use a lot of a colour called rust, which is like
Yes.
rusty colour,
Yeah.
which gets on everything, and it's just an absolute nightmare. But it's a really nice colour. So you don't have to use an airbrush. But then I always think, treat yourself, get one.
Yeah. Why not?
Do you know why I use an airbrush more than anything? Is because it's so much faster than anything else. So for this bit, what I'm doing now is we're covering the feet. Now, if you wanted to, you could butterscreen the board, or you could cover the board afterwards. But I like to cover the board first, and then cover the feet. So I'm just using little strips of the same green that I've used before, and I'm just sticking them around. And then what I did to texture the board was just use a little bit of tin foil to get like a nice texture in it. And you may have noticed with my cake, it's a lot of smoke and mirrors of sculpted cakes. You're kind of using texture to cover up. You'll always have a seam, you'll always have a join with a sculpted cake. It's just science. But you've just got to be quite clever about how you use textures and different things to cover up joins. And that is again where your softer paste comes in, because it blends so easily. So I'm blending this in. It's going to be like the grass from a dog. You might have to Google me a Shih Tzu in a minute.
Well,
I forgot what they look like.
if I'd have known you were doing a Shih Tzu, I would have got a picture of my sister's dog.
Oh, they are really
It's a Shih
cute.
Tzu.
Because they're kind of,
They're adorable.
I like when they have a little bow in the hair.
So do remember, everyone, we are doing 2 classes with Molly, and we're doing a standing class and a laying down class.
If this comes out good, we'll make this. How about that?
Yeah, I think so. So on the laying down class, we'll be using 4 legs.
Yep.
And 2 legs for the standing class. So it's on the 14th and 15th of March. Be great if you could get on both classes. If you want to do payments, you're more than welcome. Just ring Laura, sort out your payment plan.
You can all go out in the evening if you come on both.
Can they?
Have
Where
some
are you taking
wines.
them?
Dunno.
So if you wanted to get on those. And like we say, everything in stock. Molly has stocked us up to the eyeballs with stock.
Couldn't fit any more in that car.
No, I know. When John came to the unit, he was like, the car's full. I was like, wow,
And
it's
then you
really
didn't see my
full.
car. You couldn't see anything else.
What made me laugh yesterday was Molly said, "Oh, I'll bring it in my car." I thought, there's no chance she's going to get all that in her car.
No.
And I was amazed that John got what he got in his car.
I couldn't see out the back window. I don't know whether it's illegal. So I've got my main shape, and you can see at this stage what else it could be. Like I'm seeing a sheep,
Yeah.
Straight away.
donkey, cow, cat, dog.
Yeah.
Like there's so
You've
many
made
things.
a cat, haven't you? Didn't you post that this week? That was
Cat,
great,
Bengal
wasn't it?
cat, which was named after my friend's got a Bengal cat called Coco. And she sent me lots of pictures of it. They're beautiful. So I'm going to make the little paws now. So because I left this little bit of pink here, we'll stick the paws to the front. So they're literally just balls of sugar paste, similar sizes. And then I roll out a kind of, I guess you would describe that as like a lemon shape. So we'll roll out 4 of those. And I mean, I always think of...
You know, a standing unicorn would be nice, wouldn't it?
Yeah, or a horse.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Standing unicorn.
With the sizes, I always try and think of descriptions. And Jackie, you know Jackie Kelly, she's a good friend of mine.
Yeah.
She's an amazing teacher. She describes things as like a Malteser.
Yeah.
So this would be a Ferrero Rocher.
You can relate it.
And you can relate it, and I
Yeah.
always struggle, but since you told me that, I thought
It's a good idea.
It's a really good tip.
Yeah.
So you're sticking the feet on now, and then this is where the Dresden tool comes in handy, and this is what everyone sees me use millions of times a day. It's my only tool. If you only had to have one, this is what I would have.
Yeah.
And you can blend that in. You can see now he's got a little foot. So same.
Dead easy, that, isn't it? Mm.
Yeah, and this is where, you know, if you were doing a different animal, or say you're doing the 2-leg and you're doing like a duck, you give them the little web feet, but you can just cover it. It's a very standard, I mean, I tried to get the proportion, so obviously it's not going to be anatomically exact because it's a universal mould, but I wanted a length that could work for lots and lots of different things, so hopefully. I can't wait to see what people make of this.
I know. This is the thing
Incredible.
that we always say to people. We love having tutors and, you know, experts in the kitchen.
Yeah.
And you give your ideas, and then we love to see everyone else's interpretations of it.
Amazing
So,
what people create,
yeah,
though, isn't it?
Yeah.
fantastic. So when you do get your feet, your legs, your moulds, whatever you purchase tonight, and a lot of you have gone for the whole thing tonight.
Have they?
Yeah, they've not got anything, so they've got everything.
Yay! Well, do you know what I say about that though? Is, there was a time in the past where you'd buy a cake tin in the shape of a teddy bear.
Yeah.
Yes.
Then you'd have one in the shape of a doll.
Yeah.
And then you've got a massive cupboard full of cake tins, which are fine. I find them really hard to get the metal ones.
Yeah.
Do you know what? When my kids were little, I bought all the tins.
We had all of them.
You bought them all, then you tipped them out, and then you went to put sugar paste on
And
it,
they're
and then
all over it.
just disappeared.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
lose all the consoles and
Yeah.
everything.
And they're
Yeah.
really hard to get out of the tin, I find.
Yeah, they
Yes.
are.
But
They're very hard.
once you've paid for all those, you just need one of these or two.
Yeah.
And I always say as well, if people aren't sure, because I'm a full saleswoman now, if you're not sure and you make cakes professionally, then as long as you charge more than, say you bought both of them.
There's a conversation going on at the moment on the live, and I did say this to you all earlier. When you invest in the legs, you charge your customer for them, and you charge them the full amount. You just cost it into your leg. You've got to remember, it doesn't matter how easy this looks to you, but you still got to make it, and the customer is going to think you've spent hours and hours and hours on it. But you cost it into your cake, charge a bit extra as well, round it up, 20 quid for the legs, and then tell them you'll give them £10 if they return it back. Now, if they don't return it, you've not lost anything.
No.
You've had your legs paid for. And if they do return it back, you've made profit and they get a tenner back.
You know what else as well, whenever I used to make internal structures, even if it was a really simple internal structure and the Rice Krispie head and the dowels going in, used to add £15 on.
Yeah.
So that was why when I made the legs, I thought, if we charge about £15, and trust me, they don't cost far off that to make them. So, but I thought, it will mean that we can all start charging for our legs.
Don't be frightened for charging for stuff. If somebody wants it, they'll pay for it.
Yeah.
And you know what? You'd be amazed how many people will bring it back for a deposit. But when we like it, kids with pop bottles, you'd take it back for that sixpence, wouldn't you? Was it 6
Well, I didn't get a sixpence, Carol.
34.
I didn't get a sixpence.
You got babies.
I was born in 1991. I don't remember a sixpence.
What was it? Was it 5p?
I
There'd be somebody on here who knows. You used to take the Corona bottles back. You used to save
I
them
used
for
to
the
get the
Corona
glass
man.
mineral bottles, and I used to take them back.
Oh, I don't remember that.
But it definitely wasn't a sixpence.
Was it not? Was that in my day?
Yes, it certainly wasn't in my day. Sorry.
Right, he's got a tail. If Shih Tzu's tails don't look like this, then I'm sorry, but I've just
Do
imagined.
you want a
cute.
picture?
Yes. Can I have like a longer haired one though? Because
You
sometimes
can.
they've got short hair. I like with the bow in the hair.
Yes. Well, look at
There,
that.
Mo said it
Google's
was
provided.
Mo said it was 5p.
5p.
5p sounds about right, doesn't it?
Yeah.
I'm not going to do the one with the
I
full
think
length
5p is a
hair,
sixpence, isn't it?
but that's really cute.
So cute.
So can
It's
I leave it
looking
there?
good now.
Yeah, I don't think it'll stay on though. But
It's
That's
looking
okay.
good
No,
now.
I get
We've got
the
the
gist
detail.
actually. I get the gist. So, we've done the tail. We're going to do some. We'll do a bit of fur on the body first. I always like to leave the face till the end. This is a nice surprise for everybody.
Yeah.
So for the toes, we can mark out the toes, and I use the thin end of the Dresden for that, and just mark out.
Look at that. They are. See, Sharon said used to collect bottles, sixpence each. They are. Was right.
Is that
I believe
what
you.
could you buy
Yeah.
with a sixpence?
Sixpence.
Another bottle.
No,
Was that not a lot?
no, don't think
no,
so.
it wasn't. I don't know what it is in
Like a
today's money.
5p
Sixpence.
equivalent.
I think it is about 5p. Isn't it?
5p was a shilling. Well, what?
Yeah, they are. See, they're all coming up
I
now.
know, here we go.
Elaine,
Look what we
Sharon, Norris,
started
all
now.
saying it was sixpence.
We're all taking
Oh,
a stroll
God.
down memory lane.
I know. Let's get
See,
back to the
in them
Molly's Mall.
days, we were.
Oh, here she goes with it. In them days.
In them days, we were
Back in my
recycling.
day.
Yeah, but we were
All right,
recycling
Carol.
back then.
No, it's true actually. It was a glass.
Yeah.
It's a glass bottle.
Yeah.
There's no plastic.
Very
Recycling,
true.
take it back.
It's very
Right.
true.
Yeah.
Not like the kids today, launch it anywhere they feel.
I don't do that.
No.
We're recyclers.
Definitely not.
So I'm making some fur texture, and you can do this as carefully or as quickly as the customer's paid for. No joking.
Hey, I tell you what, I'm getting good at this. 2.5p was 6p. Was sixpence. I thought it was 2.5p. Well done.
There you go.
So you can get a lot with that.
Yeah, there you go, 2.5 pence. Oh God, I can't believe I remembered it. Yeah, Angela's right. Used to get a big bag of sweets for 6 months.
Did you?
Yeah.
But to be fair, when
when
you
you
got a
went to
10p
your
mix, you
Yeah.
actually got loads of
Your
sweets in
granny.
it.
Yeah, that
If you
is
went to your
true.
granny would give you 6 months to go shop.
Oh.
Anyway, we digress.
Yeah. What else do you
Sorry.
remember from your day?
I've got a lady who wants to know you're going to get a distributor in South Africa.
Do you want to distribute them in
No.
South Africa?
Would love to do with postage. The lady who wants to know about deliveries to South Africa, I would say you contact Molly direct.
Yeah.
She's not dumping that one on me. But
No, we do
postage-
ship worldwide.
Yeah, but postage will be expensive, but
Yeah.
you know, that's the way it goes, unfortunately. So I'd say best buy it all in one go.
Yeah.
Because when you buy, it's all based on weight.
Yeah.
So you may as well take up the weight. We say that with our American customers,
Yeah.
don't we? Laura's really good, but you know, when they buy stuff, she knows how much it is for a certain weight.
Yeah.
And then she'll say to them, look, do you want to put anything else in?
Yeah.
To get...
Sometimes we split it if they do food bits.
yeah.
We put the tutorials separate, so
Yeah.
it weighs a bit less. And sometimes it takes a day more for the other bit to arrive,
Yeah.
but it works out a
It
lot
gets
cheaper.
there.
Yeah.
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 And then like some parcels, we have to say, take it out.
Yeah.
You're over limit, take
Yeah,
it
like
out.
all our nozzles we take out of the bags, but then you can get more nozzles in, you see.
Yeah, true.
So yeah,
I wish there was an easier way.
we do try.
Yeah, it's so hard, isn't it?
I mean, I
Yeah.
had to do that with, many years ago, I had to do that with the cake star cutters. I had to take them all out of the box and drop
Yeah.
them in a little carrier
Yeah.
bag.
But you know, you
'Cause
do
it
your
was
best,
nicer.
don't you, for the
Yeah.
customer?
What
Yeah.
time is it in South Africa?
Oh, I was like, meant now.
Yeah,
I don't know what time it is in South Africa.
The lady in South Africa, what time is it, please? Give us a tell.
I love knowing what time it is in different I don't know why, I just love it. So, I'm making a bit of texturing now. I actually have a really good fork at home that I use this, but I forgot it.
Do you know what? They're all reminiscing.
No.
They're so good. Blackjacks, I love blackjacks.
No,
Don't you think
no.
blackjacks were big then?
Mingy.
love
It's like wagon wheels, they were massive then.
Yeah, they're tiny.
Tiny now, aren't they?
Everything is though.
Yeah, no, that's because we've grown.
Yeah, because you
We forget. It's because
No,
we've
but
grown.
to be
isn't it?
fair, like the size of a Mars bar now compared to how it was when I was a child, they've definitely shrunk.
I don't know. If I gave our Jasmine a blackjack and a wagon wheel now, she'd think it was ginormous.
Oh yeah, she
Yeah.
would. Yeah.
And that's where we were when we were kids, wasn't it?
I've just remembered as well, with the belly, the underside of the belly, you can texture this whilst
I've
it's
got to tell
upside
you
down.
that. Jackie,
Ah,
At least
right,
you're just
okay.
reminiscing again.
I've got to say this.
Sorry.
Jackie Sizer said they used to pinch them off the back of the back and then run round and cash them in.
Over on the back of the shop.
That's funny. Just keep cashing the same ones in.
I must have been thick and never caught on to that
That's
one.
funny.
I was at the mug taking them.
You're fine. You're not fine.
Anyway, it's looking fantastic, Molly. Everyone is loving it.
Oh, that's a really nice comment. Sarah Doyle.
Oh,
Hi, Sarah. Sarah's just put a lovely comment on. Molly Robbins, thank you. You've just given me my mojo back. I'd lost it completely. Love watching.
Oh, you shouldn't lose your mojo because you're brilliant.
She's awesome.
She's so good. But we've all been there. God, I.
Is that Sarah Doyle? Yeah, but she's had a bad weekend.
Oh.
She's out in the country. Her car's broke down.
Oh, no.
She can't get to the shops and she's got no food in the house. It's out.
Oh, that is crap. That
She's
is
had a crap weekend. God bless her.
Wine.
Oh, yeah. We're sending you lots of hugs, Sarah.
And then her battery charger had gone, so she's run upstairs and she's just tripped up and nosedived straight into her bed while she gets the charger.
Oh no.
Yeah.
That is rubbish. We've all
Yeah.
been there. So yeah, when I forgot to do it, but you can texture this belly when it's upside down.
So when you were covering it before, you can just go straight in with the markings.
You
Yeah.
can, but I've forgotten, so I'm doing it now. Mine's going to be a sort of semi-long hair and semi-short hair one because I want to do short hair on the body so we don't lose the
Yeah.
definition, but I like the long hair on the face.
On the face.
Can we see on the camera what she's doing there?
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
trying to
There, we're on the
switch
side
on.
camera now, yeah.
There we go.
Just
You keep
tell me to turn it.
You
'cause I
keep
can-
everything to this camera here, Molly. This
There's
camera?
another camera.
Yeah,
There is.
that camera there,
I'm on
one
it.
above in here.
Right, yeah, fine. Just
Yeah.
tell me where to put it because
Yeah,
it's
that'd
fine.
be great.
Yeah, what I was saying before is when you do get all your bits and pieces from your orders and you do have a go, get the pictures on our community page. We'll love to see
Yeah,
it.
I
Tag
do.
Molly in,
Yeah.
just so Molly can have a quick search and, you know, share your pictures with everybody. We love to see what you've
Yeah.
interpreted from the lives that we put on. And it's great for us to get that feedback. Leave a review on the website for your mould.
Yeah.
You know,
Unless it's a bad one, then take it up with me.
sorry, we'll
Selfish.
delete it. No, what Carol was saying earlier is there is a review section for all of our products that are on the website. And we've said this before in the past. If people are unsure or it's a new product to the market, you do go off a review. I do.
Yes.
With anything that I purchase.
Yeah.
I always put my trust into something that's got a couple of reviews.
Yeah.
You can see things that people have made with it, get a few ideas for it.
And if people have never bought from Sugar and Crumbs.
Yes, exactly.
They wanna
If
know.
you're new
What
to
do you
us
mean
in
they've never
general.
bought from
No,
Sugar?
but right, you know,
Yeah.
sometimes you don't know
You're
who you're
quite
buying
right.
Do
from.
you know
do
how
you?
many people have joined our VIP group in a week?
Many
the
more. But yeah, absolutely. If you're new to Sugar and Crumbs in general, it's lovely for everybody else to see, what you've bought from us, what you've used, what you've reviewed. Pop it on the community page. And like I say, if you are new in general, head over to Facebook when we're finished and search for our group, which is Sugar and Crumbs All About Cake Community. And there are some rules that we ask you to read upon the joining request, and then our admins will go through your answers and accept you. We just have a few simple rules on there. The first and foremost, be polite. It's a really friendly group. We've built up a lot of very loyal customers to Sugar and Crumbs, and our admins work really, really hard to keep it nice, polite, and
Such a
pleasant
nice
and
group,
friendly.
yeah.
And it is lovely, and that's rare for that to happen
Yeah, it's
on a community page that's got so much interaction.
Yeah.
If you don't like something or don't agree with it, it's fine. Just scroll past, because we just say, everyone's entitled to an opinion, but please just remember, keep it nice and polite. That's all we ask. No selling on there, just because it will just become a selling site, an advertising site, and we don't want to lose focus of what the group's about. So it's if you've got any questions, if you're having a bad day and need a bit of help and advice and support, sharing what you've made, doesn't matter what level you're at, novice baker, baking for fun, family and friends, it really doesn't matter. Anyone's welcome on the group, and we love to see what you've made and your creations. So share everything on there. When we're finished with the live, then you can head over and request to join.
Yeah, don't go now.
No, don't leave us now.
You're already here. How many people are watching?
Well, we were
450.
Yeah, we were up to 550. It's just come down a bit now,
Oh,
but they pop up. We always get
They're
those
probably
people who
always
bob in
buying
and bob
stuff.
up.
yeah.
It's 11:05 in South Africa.
PM.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, get to bed.
But what is very interesting,
I've
we've
heard-
learned that we were. What's very interesting, we've learned that we were all scumbags when we were kids. We were all thieving. It looks like everybody was robbing the shop for the bottles, and then running around getting with a threepenny bit, a sixpence, and buying blackjacks, bubblies. Do you remember bubblies? Or you not too young
No, I
for
remember
bubblies?
Are they pink?
Bubblies,
yeah. Round ones, yeah.
And you used to blow a massive big bubble and it
Yes.
exploded in your
In your
face.
face.
Because you blow it until you could get,
Yeah.
couldn't you?
I never knew how to do that.
So there's a few people asking questions that we have tried to already cover. We will repeat a few things, but because the feed moves really quickly, we don't want to keep going back and forth. So I would say that 99% of the questions about the moulds, the legs, charging for the legs and things like that, we have already covered. So when we're finished, you can watch the live back, and we have tried to cover everything that you need to know. For stock and purchasing, everything's in stock now in terms of the mould and the legs. So it's the 2 legs and the 4 legs that you see in this evening. They're all back in stock with us on the Sugar and Crumbs website. So when we finish the live, you can head over and make your purchases there. The sugar paste Molly's using is Renshaw. So she's actually combined a white and a teddy bear brown to create this. It's like a caramel kind of latte colour.
There's also a Rainbow Dust Pro gel called
Yes.
Caramel, which you use a little bit of that as
Yeah,
well.
that's
just
great.
for it.
Isn't it?
Yeah.
You can't quite get the exact colour on the camera, but it is a lovely sort of caramel colour. It's really nice, quite pale, but obviously you can just go with whatever you need to.
Yeah. It's a nice base colour for,
Yeah.
for whatever we're going to do to it afterwards.
When the cake's finished, Molly will give you an idea of a costing that you would charge for the cake, because some of them are asking how much would you charge for
It's
this
such
cake
a
when it's
hard
done.
one.
Yeah.
It is a hard one, and it goes from area to area, and it's also how good you are,
Yeah.
how good yours look.
I think as well is like the difference is I might charge less because I can do them really quick.
Yeah.
But that's because I've made hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of these cakes with my own molds.
Yeah.
So like it's a really hard question. I don't know. We'll see how good it is at the end.
Well,
Might be
there's a
rubbish.
lovely comment. So Linda Arrowsmith said there, I'm still here being mesmerised by each stroke Molly's adding.
Oh.
It's looking good, Molly.
Thank you. Well, my hand really hurts.
I
so
bet.
You get like cramp.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But this is where the fork comes in. So
Yeah.
if you have a fork,
Yeah.
you can do it 4 times as quick.
I'd
But
offer you one, but you know they're done now.
nah, I'm really done. And you don't get the same. Oh, sorry.
It's alright.
You don't get the same definition.
Yeah.
But you can see already, like, this is a sturdy cake.
Yeah.
Oh, totally.
Yeah.
It's not going anywhere. You don't.
And that texturing just looks great, doesn't it?
Yeah.
You don't feel like you have to be really gentle with it, which, you know, sometimes with a cake when it's sculpting, your internal support's a little bit dodgy. You don't really want to touch it,
Yeah.
but you can
We're
especially
all
if you
saying
gash-
what a lovely colour it is.
Oh,
Yeah.
thanks.
Yeah.
Thanks, guys. You're a nice bunch.
So everybody, who's going to come on one of Molly's classes then? That would be great. Molly, are you coming on the class? Good. So in the class, we've got 2 classes on the 14th and 15th of March. Come on, get booked on. If you want to get booked, if you want to pay in full, obviously we'd love to take your money in full.
Good.
But we also know that some people would like to spread the cost. If you want to spread the cost, you can split it over. Are we doing it 3 payments, Molly's class? We're doing it over 3 payments.
It's totally up to the customer.
Yeah. If we're doing it over 3 payments each class, but if you're going to book both classes, we can probably spread that a little bit further. Not 12 months.
Yeah, there's a limit.
Yeah, there is a limit. But in each class, I'll be baking the cake. So Molly's going to do the demo for you and help you make your own cakes and decorate. You've got them to take home. So actually, I've just realised with doing the legs, they've actually benefited. They're getting the legs to take home with them, aren't they?
Oh, we didn't discuss that bit.
We haven't costed that in, Molly. Ooh. Right, so it looks like you're getting a free set of legs in class now. Let's trip you up on the gate. So there you go. That's a bonus then. We haven't costed them in. Right, so we'll keep that price. You get the legs. And I'm going to show you how to bake a cake in class. And then you just decorate it to your heart's content. And whatever you make in class, everybody will make their own version of it.
I think I want to do his head slightly to one side. So
Right, we need it on this camera.
Right. Yeah, no, so you're perfect there. Yeah.
I would also like to add that I spilt a full bottle of black airbrush colour, which is why my nails look dirty, but they are not dirty, they're stained. So, just in case you were wondering what that was.
I hadn't even noticed.
I spend my life with just blue or
Yeah.
grey. And you know when you get some cuticle and then it don't come out.
I ended up, and I don't even know how I ended up. I wasn't even involved in this class this weekend, but somehow I ended up with. It was on Friday night when we did the live with Amy,
Oh,
and I ended up with blue on the back of my hand, all over
It gets
it.
everywhere.
Yeah, massive big, as blue as this jumper.
No, I gave up trying to look nice, have nice nails a long time ago. So I'm going to do the eyes. And the eyes look really bulgy, but they are kind of bulgy with
They are.
Shih Tzu.
they are on a shit.
And we're also going to put a lot of hair around, so you want to take that into account. Doesn't it say?
Jerry Chewer said,
Oh,
yeah,
Jerry!
she said, oh my gosh, it looks like my noodles.
Oh, it does look like Noodles. So Noodles is I think she's a Cavachon,
Right.
Pouchon, something like that. Because my cousin's got a very similar one who's called Nugget.
Okay.
So we always think Nugget and Noodles would be like match made in heaven.
Besties.
I know. So
Right, you're showing them slowly how to do those eyes because you whiz them on fairly quick.
did I?
No, it's all been on camera. So
Right.
it's all been on
So
camera.
it's just 2 blobs with 2 black blobs on top. And then we like to put a little highlight in because that makes it super cute. Little highlight in the corner. And I like to do
She's
mine.
a Pouchon.
Pouchon, that's
Yeah.
it. I like to do mine looking in one direction because
Yeah.
it makes it look a bit like cheeky. So, she's got eyes. I think it's a she because I want to put a bow in the hair. And it's pink.
Yeah.
I've got to put the bow in the bow. We can put the muzzle on now. So there's a kind of a flat muzzle. But what I do is make a sausage and flatten it a bit and then make it into like a kidney bean shape, and that'll work well for your muzzle. I think we could do a little tongue
We're
sticking
back
out
up
this.
to 500 again now.
Oh good, you've
Good,
all
good.
come crawling back.
Yeah. They've probably all gone to have a little wee or something like that. Right, on that note, I'm going to make a coffee. Do any of you want a coffee?
Ah, but
Cup of tea? Your cup of tea, Molly.
Yes please.
What about you, Maria?
That's you, please.
Oh, what's wrong with you? Crying?
Because I
Whatever.
cannot eat cake, I need to drink.
it's not a cup of tea.
I don't need cake. You were scoffing enough when I came
Feeding
in.
it up with
Was
so
there
much
not
left.
enough off course?
Do you know why? Yeah, that's because you're a preach creator. You don't get a lot of waste.
No, that's the problem.
It's the only problem. But
So
you
what
are
now?
saving money with no
Tea,
waste.
tea, and Maria.
Yes, tea, please.
So I'm going to do the little nose now. I like to stick the nose on quite early on so you can kind of work your fur around it.
Around.
It gives you a good marker. So the nose I make like a very soft triangle. And then just stick the nose on like this.
That just totally makes it so
Cute.
Cute
as soon as
already.
you put the nose on, that's it then.
Cute, isn't it? So what you can do as well is just make a line down the centre with any dog's nose, a line down the centre, and then the two little nostrils either side. And it's a really, really simple one, but it works for most breeds, really. The amount of time you spend Googling dogs. I mean, I can think of worse things to be looking at online.
Yeah.
So we can do a little chin. That's just a ball and I've squished it. I mean, it just doesn't get much more simple than that. And then, for the eyebrows, I would say quite important with a Shih Tzu is the eyebrows. And you'll notice as well, I haven't dipped my glue in my brush in the glue for ages.
No,
Because,
it's all just adhering to itself, isn't it?
yeah, and I'm using tiny, tiny amounts of glue. So for the eyebrows, we want to make quite a feature of the eyebrows. So we're rolling what I would say is carrot shapes. Like that. And then we're going to stick them.
You want sugar, Maria?
Hey, can I have one sweetness?
What sweetness?
Sweetness, I like that.
What sugar, Molly?
One, please. I have real sugar.
Real sugar.
So I'm wrapping these round. And then what you can do, it's not that important because we are going to texture it, but I like to just blend it in a little bit. And there's a technique that I do all the time, which I'm always teaching in the class, which is how to blend with a Dresden. So what you do is, see this piece here? You use the back, don't worry about that, leave that to me. The back of the fat end of the Dresden
Oh, right,
tool,
okay.
and you kind of just pushing it to blend. You're just pushing the edge
Yeah.
onto the other edge, like that. We need some ears, I just remembered we need some ears. And because this sugar paste is nice and soft, you can take your time with it, it doesn't dry out. If you're working with a firmer paste, it tends to dry out quicker.
Yeah.
And it means you can't spend ages making your texture. You can use a modelling chocolate as well, but modelling chocolate doesn't airbrush as well, so you have to mix it with a fondant. And I just like to use a simple sugar paste as much as possible, really. So I'm going to put a few more. I guess it's just adding volume to the face, because then we can make fur. Oh, it's cute.
Really cute.
And you'll see when I start to texture it, sometimes I add more on, just to add more volume. And what we need to do is do the ears.
Oh, it's amazing, doesn't it?
So cute.
So I might do the ears.
Yeah, look at that.
The ears more like a teardrop, really. So like a carrot, but then flatten it a bit. And I'm going to put those quite low down, because I've imagined what Shih Tzu's ears look like, and I think it's like this. But the hair gets quite long, so it can be as long as you want, really, I suppose. So I'm going to stick those on. And this is kind of like blocking it out, so it's giving us the shape of the face. We haven't put the detail on yet, but it's giving us like where it's going to go, you know. Sometimes if you get low down, you can see what you're doing. That's why the turntables are good, because you can spin it around and it'll look different. But I'm trying to do it to that camera, so sometimes the face comes out a little bit odd. So for the ears, it's longer hair on the ears. So we're doing nice long strokes. And I'm holding the paste.
Will you turn this that camera?
So it's on side.
I'm
That's
holding the
great,
paste
isn't
with
it?
one
Amazing.
hand. So
Just
you're not
to
dragging it.
support, yeah.
So you're not really dragging it down. And if you were doing a dog with like really sticking up ears, put a bit of Tylo in, use modelling paste, or you could put a support in it. But I try and use as little supports as possible. And I also like using, you know those candy sticks, those that used to
Oh
be like cigarettes?
Yeah.
I like using those as
That's a good
supports.
idea.
Because they're
Yeah,
edible.
because they're really strong, aren't they? To snap, I mean.
Really strong.
Yeah.
And they're actually sugar paste.
Yes.
It's just really hard. It's very similar.
Who makes their own and uses them for flowers?
What
What's
makes
that?
their
Is it
own
Marion?
supports? What, edible?
Yeah.
That's clever.
What's that?
Someone on here's made their own sugar paste sticks for support.
Oh, it's Karen Davies.
Oh, like
Is it
flower
Karen?
base.
It's Karen Davies and Marion. They're both making.
Yeah, I was
That's
going to say,
clever.
we've definitely
They
had
make
people
them
on here.
They make them with the ends of the flower modelling paste when they've got the ends left.
Yeah,
Ah,
They
yeah,
just
that's
sit there
Just
and
roll
roll
them.
it in.
Yeah,
That's very, very clever.
yeah.
Because I do, I would say, like 80% children's cakes. So it's so important. That's partly where the Creature Creator came in, really, because you do find a lot of kids at parties, they get excited, they just want to just go
just
for it.
take all the pieces off.
And if there's big bits of plastic and metal and whatnot in there and supports, then it's not ideal, really.
No.
I mean, sometimes it's necessary. When you make these giant cakes, obviously, I'm not going to
Yeah,
make
you
legs
have
that
to,
are
exactly, you have to be, you know, it has to be supported, and it does have to be sort
Yeah.
of sustainable, so to speak,
Yeah,
in terms of transport and carrying it and it lasting.
absolutely.
But yeah, the more that you can do that's edible,
Yeah.
obviously, then, you know, the better.
Yeah. So I am bringing this kind of moustachy bit round, and I'm going to add a bit more fur around the nose, just to kind of, I don't want the nose like it's stuck on, so I'm going to add a little bit of hair around it. And I also think when you're making it a long-haired animal, if you have a picture of the face, it really helps because it shows which direction hair's growing.
Yeah,
And the hair always grows symmetrically, so if you imagine
like,
down the centre,
That's-
it's going to
yeah.
grow out
That-
generally
that
from
way,
the centre.
yeah.
So have a look. I'll just get a live dog to come in. My dogs don't keep
Just,
still
you know,
long enough.
just get someone's dog
Yeah.
in with you while you're
Yeah.
making it.
So we've got the moustache, and you can see that the nose looks a bit stuck on, so I'm going to add just a little bit. Shame it was my stomach growling then, by the way.
Oh, thank you.
Only lunch.
Sure you get it there, yeah.
Yeah. So I'm going to add that on there, just to bed it in. You don't have to do that, this is just me being finicky. And that kind of just beds it in and makes it look like it's part of the face. You can do a bit on there as well, actually. So I keep looking at it through Maria's camera because you get a better view.
Different
Yeah, just
view.
kind of, you see what it looks like then. So I'm going to put a little bit on there, I think. There we go. And this will blend onto the nose. How long has this taken me?
We're only on 1 hour and 20 minutes, and that was
Too bad.
with the
20 minutes
sort of
of each,
10-15 minute intro.
It's not too
So
bad.
you're doing amazing.
We can give her lots of nice accessories.
I think it's that. Look at his bum. It looks like cute, doesn't it?
So adorable. Proper chunky little bum.
Yeah.
You know,
It's a bit like a
proper
puppy.
puppy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which I think is always cute. When you
Yeah.
say a little puppy. Gotta love puppies. Oh,
You can just imagine it like bounding about dead clumsily, can't you?
this is bigger than my dogs, I think.
Yeah, I think it is.
So what do we think, everybody? Come on, let's get those love hearts going.
Thank you.
Hey? Well, you've had loads of love hearts, but come on, we
Yeah.
can have a few more.
I can't see them.
Hey?
Lots of great feedback.
No, loads of great feedback.
Anyone asking any questions?
No
Tips?
questions as such.
Is it? I'd say we never ask anything off YouTube. Should we see if any of them have got anything to say?
Was it live on YouTube?
Yeah, we're
I
always
think you could go
streaming.
live on YouTube.
Oh, we're very technical here
Are
now,
you?
you know, yes.
Not cashing your bottles anymore, are you?
No, all the love hearts are coming in. Thank you very much. It's nice to be appreciated.
It is, very much so.
That's just for me, that. Now get some for Molly.
I appreciate you, Karen. So I'm doing like strokes round. See, I'm following the shapes that we put on. So we put these on in an arch, so I'm following them around in an arch, sort of thing. And it's
That's
just
the little tips that you need, isn't it?
Yeah.
Because you just wouldn't think about doing that, would you? I'd end up with a
Exactly.
punk rocking dog,
Yeah.
punk rocking dog or something,
Yeah.
all going the same way.
I make dogs more than anything, cake-wise. I think I've made 1,000 dogs. So I can make dogs with my eyes shut. And I like doing all the different breeds because you make them, the expressions look different. So like, if you do a pug, it looks grumpy. Or like the French Bulldog we do looks a little bit grumpy. But he's just cute, I think, this one.
Those who want to book on the class, I've seen a lady there wants to book on. What we're going to do is, if we can get everybody booked on by the end of February, I'm going to open up a little group chat with everybody who's coming on the class. And Molly's going to put some ideas together, and then we'll decide what we're going to do on that class. So
Yeah.
the Shih Tzu here could be one of them. By then she'll have thought of a few other things by then.
The nice thing
Should
with the
have posted.
animals as well is there's ways that you can personalise them different. So when we do like the French Bulldog as a class, people are putting like bow ties on,
Oh,
or different colours.
Personalised.
Or somebody did the ears different and made a pug. So there's different ways of making them all a little bit different, which is good. I just like putting clothes on animals.
So if you all get booked on and we have everybody booked on by the end of February, I'll open up a group chat, and in that group chat we can then decide what we're going to do in class. So that'd be nice, won't it?
Yeah.
And we need a name, Elaine Lawton says. Yeah, go on. You can all start thinking of names. Thanks all the love hearts. Don't stop them coming.
She loves the attention.
You can now start. And it's a girl, this one, so you can all start thinking of a name as well.
Yeah. Oh.
Don't forget to like and share. Was there any questions on YouTube? No.
No, people are just relaxed. So what I want to add now is the ponytail on the head.
In answer to the question, all stock is in. Everybody who orders, everything's being dispatched tomorrow. So you'll get it. Okay, so everything's being dispatched tomorrow. Molly has been at her brand new unit she was up at 6, down there at 7. John was down there early morning, and they've had everything packed. Everything's been loaded up in I don't know how many cars. Everything is in the warehouse. So everything will be dispatched tomorrow. Those of you who are I'm in a serious relationship group, if you're in there, that's the ones who are in a serious relationship with Sugar and Crumbs. Those of you who are in that group and you reserved your moulds, can you buy your moulds by the link I've put in there? Don't buy them by the link on the website. The ones on the website are for everybody who's watching now. But everybody who's reserved, I've put their reserve stock via that link. So will you please make sure you use that link? Toodles. Oh, I like that name. Toodles.
Oh. We're doing a little ponytail on
We've
the
got
head.
Susie, Molly, Misty, Candy.
Did you know that Molly is the 6th most popular dog's name in the UK?
Is it?
I know a lot of dogs
Dillis,
called Molly.
Lola, Bella.
Someone said cupcake.
Yeah, cupcake's nice, isn't it?
And she's going to go in my new studio. I know cakes in there.
Poppy. I've got a Poppy.
Have you?
My
One of the big ones?
My Ridgeback's Poppy, yeah.
Oh.
I like Bobby.
Yeah, she's a right princess.
Was she like the beige one?
Yeah, she's one of the big
she's
ones.
cute.
Tilly.
That's cute. Yeah, we like that. So do the back of the head, and then we're going to do a bit of airbrush to give it some shade, and then we will put some accessories on.
Caroline Hawley, message Molly direct with that.
What?
What she's saying is that Caroline Hawley saying, Molly, I think you're amazing. I am part of a NPO in South Africa. We have 75 cake decorating and baking members. Would you consider selling your sets to Bake and Cake Supply Company here in South Africa? So I've just said she's best off messaging you.
Yeah.
So if you message Molly direct with those details, and then she can deal with that.
I will say I'm not very practical of things, but Dean's very good at that kind of
Sort
stuff.
out. Right, Dean.
Poor Dean.
Job for you.
Dean's at the unit now packing orders.
Oh, is it?
Yeah. Poor sod. Luckily it's near a McDonald's, so I said, well, you can go to McDonald's and get something for you. Because I'm not making it. I know. Right, let's turn this on. What? Because
Oh, can you do that again?
Maria's got it now. Is that my brew?
Yeah, sure, yeah. Those are names. Scrumples, I like that one.
Scrumples is
Blossom.
cute. Pass me some kitchen roll, please. So we're going to airbrush it a little bit.
So Karen Shepherd, if you message me, I'll sort it out for you. So just message me and I'll pop one in on the reserve for you. I can adjust it afterwards. Just message me and I'll do it straight after the live.
Brown.
So everybody who's watching, you can actually buy the Sugar and Crumbs website, sugarandcrumbs.co.uk. Just go to Molly Robbins in Brands. Everything is there for you. Or you can go to the Facebook Lives must have. Those who are I'm in a serious relationship with Sugar and Crumbs, you've already reserved yours. Use the link on your reserve.
I'm just adding a little bit of water to this because it's quite concentrated and I want quite a light brown. So, brown, there's a tiny bit of black gone in there. Sometimes brown has quite a, sorry everyone, has like a red base to it. So if you put a bit
Cat
of black
Riley,
in there,
check out as a guest.
What?
She can't log in.
She can't log in. Cat Riley, if you can't log in, just check out as a guest.
So that's taken the red edge off the brown. It's gone a more of a bluish based brown. I'm gonna get technical
I
about
like
it.
that. She's the colour of brie cheese, or brie.
Oh, brie's cute.
I
Okay.
like brie. It's quite cute.
I
Yeah.
really like cheese as well, so
Yeah.
I think
And
that
I
might.
love brie.
I think brie might be the winner, you know.
Yeah, I like that. It's nice,
Oh,
that, isn't it?
Carol, I'm starving now. I
I've
haven't
got
had any
plenty of
lunch.
ganache to offer you.
You know when you're that hungry, you don't want anything sweet, you just want savoury.
She's salad in there stuff.
So I'm going to airbrush now. I'll try and keep it to that camera. Perfect. Around the
Yeah,
muzzle.
Jean, if you don't have an airbrush, you can luster brush it.
Powder colours.
Yeah, with powder colours, with matte powders.
The only difference I would say with that is I would wait till it's set a little
Yes, I would, yeah.
bit. Just because you can get
Yeah.
right in there. But
It's a good idea, yeah. Do it the next day.
yeah.
Sugar crumb. Oh, I like that. Sugar crumb. Sugar crumb. Mouthful of it. Dixie doo doo.
Oh, I
Moony.
think Bree's a winner, you know.
I like brie.
I think Bree's the winner.
She's super cute.
Dimples.
So we're adding some shade now. And this is going to just give it a bit of depth, I guess. And also, Shih Tzus tend to be lots of different colours, don't they? Like shades of brown, bit of grey sometimes. It can be darker, lighter. And this is where you can add a bit of shade with it as well.
another picture?
No, I'm alright. I can make this up, I think.
I'm with its tongue out.
I'm doing the tongue in a minute. I'm going to do the tongue.
Yeah.
I'm doing the tongue after we've airbrushed, so the tongue will go round.
So it's an amazing live this. So I do appreciate you all joining us on our lives. Just to let you know, we've been going 3 years now doing Facebook Lives.
Wow.
Anybody who's new, do let us know that you're new. They are free tutorials. They're what I give up every Monday and Thursday to do. Maria and Laura give up and they come in on a Thursday, well, Mondays and Thursdays as well. And whenever else I can grab them. We do it for you because we do it because we want to show you the product. And I think it's really nice if you get to see the product, how to use it before you buy. And you know what it is, the idea is that we hope that you come and buy off our website. It's very simple, it's just a different way of selling. And you know, we're not putting anybody under any obligation, there's no force in buying anything. If anything, it's a nice soft sell and it's a way that you can see things being used and you can make a decision then. How many times do we buy something, it goes in the cupboard, in the drawer, never used because we never read the instructions on how to use it. And this is why we do Facebook Lives, so that we can actually show you how to use the product.
That's what everyone does with their airbrush.
Yeah,
Everyone's got an airbrush in the cupboard. don't
yeah,
they?
no, me too, I'm one of those. I've only had mine out a couple of times to play with.
What about the airbrush?
Eh? So if you do want to buy anything, head over to our website, sugarandcrumbs.co.uk. The moulds are in stock, the legs are in stock. If you're I'm in a serious relationship, use the links for your legs from there. The links I gave you, they're not on the website.
The leg
so
links.
use the links. Eh?
The leg link.
Lots of you have asked, am I getting the rolling pin from Evil Cake Genius? Yes, I am.
What's that?
Oh, the little rolly pin for buttercream.
Oh, yes.
I have ordered them. Brian has been in touch. I have ordered them. He is placing an order at the moment. So as soon as he gets them in, they'll be dispatched to us. I don't know how quick that's going to be. If you're I'm in a serious relationship group, you can actually pop over there, add your name to the link, and I'll reserve you one. Okay? So I've got everybody's name so far who's reserved one. And as soon as they come in, I will be giving you a link then on how you can buy them, pay for them, and then we'll get them dispatched out to you. But I reckon that's going to be a few weeks yet, because Brian has, he wanted to gauge how much stock to order. So he's placing an order. When that comes in, he's then got to ship from the USA to us, and then we've got to wait for it to go through customs, and then we've got to ship to you. But I'll keep you in the loop. But at the moment, all moulds, all legs, all Molly stuff is in stock. They're saying now she's coming alive now,
Yeah.
Marie. Arbory. Arbory, that's nice, isn't it?
So you could really, I mean, you could get right in with some really dark shades.
Yeah.
If you wanted to. Or you could add a bit more black. And then, I mean, I might not bother just because we're doing it quick, but when it's finished, you can just get a damp brush and just get rid of some of the overspray.
Wax off, doesn't
you
it?
can cling film it.
Yeah,
Cling
wax
film
off
the board.
easier, yeah. But I think that brown on the board is right with the grass, to be
Shadow,
fair.
yeah. If you use brown, generally it will kind of blend in with
Yeah.
lots of different
But
things.
grass is never pure green, it's always got brown in it,
If
isn't
a
it?
dog's been there, it might be brown. So, that's a nice matte shade, I reckon. Get right in the eye, I guess. And then,
That's nice. Linda Mills says she now needs a diamante sparkly collar. Ooh, yeah. I've got some diamante ribbon, do you want me? I'll give you some.
yeah, I could go mad with these.
Eh?
I could go mad with this.
Diamante sparkly ribbon you can buy from B&M Bargains.
Home bargains as well.
Home Bargains.
Yeah. I was going to say that before, then I wondered whether you sold it.
No, I'm not selling it. There's some things not worth selling.
Absolutely.
Pardon?
I agree.
There's some things not worth selling because you just can't buy it in
No.
a price. Do you want multicoloured, pink, purple? I'll bring you a few.
Yeah, bring a few. What multicolour sounds nice. I'm going to mix a little bit of this caramel with a tiny bit of pink. We're going to make a little tongue. Sorry, I remember facing that way.
You can tell I went to Home Bargains one time.
Oh, cute. Okay. She's really sweet. I like her.
So
Ooh, wow.
there we go. Home Bargains. I'm not selling it. There you go. I'm not even.
They're brilliant, those ones. Do they come on a really wide reel? Yeah, I get mine on a really wide reel and I cut it up into strips.
Yeah.
It's really good.
I think they should go on the board, actually.
Yeah.
Nice diamante board.
Do you want some, yeah, do a nice diamante board. I'll let you.
So a little tongue. If you mix the caramel as a base with the pink, it makes more of a fleshier pink because it's got a bit of brown in it. Oh yeah, nice, thank you. Little tongue. Pop that in. And then I can just... And then I'm just going to replace that highlight because it's a little bit brown.
So don't rush off to Home Bargains yet. Get your legs in the shopping basket.
Don't think they'd be
I think it
open
might
now,
be
don't
closed,
worry.
yeah.
Pardon? Yeah, forget the glittery ribbon. Just get your legs in the shopping
Yeah,
basket.
yeah, you're going to get silver in my Home Bargain now. You can't get
Can
two
you?
colours.
I may have picked that somewhere else. Though.
Yeah.
Could have been Hobbycraft anywhere. I don't know.
Um,
You just see it and you buy it,
Yeah.
don't you?
I know, I'm like
Yeah.
a magpie.
Yeah. I've had it for years, in fairness. I can't tell you that's in Home Bargains now, but it will have been in one of the little cheap shops that
Yeah.
went, like the Range or something
Yeah.
like that. Oh, I don't really all know, but we sell our sugars in the Range.
Yeah,
There's a new Range in Stockport. I went in, I didn't
good,
know
isn't
it's
it?
all
I
in
like the
there.
Range.
massive that one.
Yeah.
I'm adding a little bit of edible glaze. The reason why I'm using my finger is because no one's eating this cake.
Don't let that drip on my board.
Yeah, I know it's evil stuff this,
Yeah.
because it don't come off. But it's really good. I use my finger because if you put it on a brush, it can ruin the brush. There is a glaze cleaner as well, but I couldn't find any, so I'm just using my finger. So you have to forgive me. And we're going to put some on the eyes.
Stephen, message me afterwards and I'll give you a link.
What to?
Oh, he wants a link on how to get some more guides for the creature creations.
Oh.
So if you message me afterwards, I'll give you the link.
Yeah.
Loving the tongue.
It's cute, isn't it? And with the edible glaze, this is a rainbow dust one, you can layer it up.
That's nice. Sharon Norris says, wow, when you think it can't get better.
Oh.
And it does.
I'm going to put a little bow on the hair.
Pound Shop Linda Mills says you can get it in Miles.
Miles.
I know, sorry, Miles, yeah.
So do a tiny little bow.
Yes, Debbie, you will be. A few people were at our social morning and they pre-ordered them off you then. So they're being dispatched tomorrow, are they? Legs.
Pre-orders.
Yeah, when you did our social morning.
They should have them now. If they've not, can they get
Oh,
us
Debbie, you
messages?
should have had them by now.
Yeah.
Pre-ordered. So a few of you came to our demonstration morning. When was you there? October, wasn't it?
Yeah.
So way back in October. So all of you who pre-ordered at the demonstration morning, you should have got them. If you haven't got them, you'll be definitely getting them tomorrow.
Yeah.
But you should have got them. Those people who pre-ordered on our group, which is I'm in a serious relationship with sugar and crumbs, make sure you follow that link because I've allocated that stock for you. If you want more, let me know and then I can add more stock for you. Don't just go in there and buy more because I've only allocated what everybody's asked for. But if you want more, let me know, I can do that. And then everybody else, you can just order via the website.
That is adorable.
That's so cute, isn't it?
Yeah.
I must say, even if I say so myself, that is pretty cute.
It's adorable.
So maybe we should go for.
So Molly, the stuff that Molly put on the tongue was edible glaze.
Yeah.
So it's just to put a bit, obviously, a bit of a shine on it.
You can put a few layers on as well. It gives a real glassy kind of. finish.
Margaret Crozier, Molly has put on edible. Oh, have you just said that? Sorry, crikey. Sorry.
Just go and see now.
Edible glaze.
Yeah. I'm a dick, aren't I? Sorry, honest to God.
Oh, would have gone that far.
Hey?
Would have gone that
Honest
far.
to God. I
So
need
just to
sort
reiterate,
this
what I
out.
put on there is edible glaze. Maria, do you want
Do
to
you
say
know
it?
what? I said for 2020, I'm going to try harder to pay attention to what Laura's saying.
Oh, Laura, you're very interesting.
Thank
No,
you.
she is good. No, but she answers comments, but I'm reading comments, so I'm not listening to what she's
I know
saying.
you're doing two things at once.
Yeah, so I'm engrossed in reading this and tapping answers, and then I see something, I think, oh, right.
So what you could do, you could go mad with this, like on the board, because you've got a nice amount of board. I mean, you get away with a 10-inch board probably. 12-inch is nice because you get room for a message. You can use your sweet stamps on the board.
Yeah,
You could put some flowers on.
yeah.
You could do a little puppy.
Little like ball or something.
Yeah.
I think she looks
bone.
like a puppy now.
Bone. Yeah.
Let's
She
give
looks
her a little.
beautiful. She absolutely. Doesn't she look beautiful, everybody?
Thank you. Oh, the dog.
Sorry. And the dog looks beautiful too.
We'll give her a
Everybody
little
loves
bone
it.
while we're here.
Yeah. So love hearts again. Let us know how much you love her.
So
Yeah, Ginny, my menopause has kicked in. Actually, I've not had a hot flush tonight.
I know you're cold.
Are you due
I know, but
one?
I'm cold. Am I due a hot flush? I tell you. I've not had one today, but I have been on, what have I been on? I've been taking them regular. What do you get from the health shop?
God knows.
I don't know, some sort of tablets from the health shop. On the
Oh,
days
yeah.
I remember to take them. At the moment, I'm just fighting.
Oh, is it the wart one?
I
Not
don't
St
know what
John's
it's
wort.
called. Don't
That's
know, I'm
really
just
good.
taking. You want to see how many tablets I'm taking at the moment? Not real tablets, not medicine
Oh,
ones.
right.
Healthy
Health
ones. I've got
What,
ones.
like vitamins?
No, I've got ones because my hair's gone thin, so I've got that one. Got one to stop me having hot sweats.
Yeah.
You're gonna rattle.
One to help my digestive system work.
Hey, it's a sharing
One
space.
to-
Anyone got any digestive problems?
One for dry skin. I don't know, I've got about 16 tablets I have to take every day.
Maybe the problem is that you're taking too many tablets.
I'm full by the time I've had my breakfast.
I bet.
By the time I've had a cup of tea and my tablets, I'm done. That's it, Black Kosh, Linda Miles. Black Kosh, that's what it's called, Black Kosh.
Never.
From the health shop. Well, you're not on the change, are you?
No, but you normally you do. I hope not. I'm not that old.
Yeah, I'm on the Black Kosh. And yeah, Jane says I need to take taking stage. I don't know whether I could fit a 17th tablet. I'll
Might
take a
have to go
picture in the
around.
I'll take a picture in the morning so you all can see what I'm up to.
Run out of room.
You want to see me in bed at night time, honestly, it's a nightmare. I've got my
Poor
duvet
John.
on, my duvet off. I don't sleep with John, he can't sleep with me. I'm a nightmare, honest
Oh
to
my
God.
God. I feel sorry for any newbies watching us tonight. You
No.
must think
My
we're
legs in, my
absolutely
legs
mad.
out, my arms in, my arms out.
So if you're new to the Sugar and Crumbs kitchen,
Kitchen, yeah.
welcome to madness.
Well, I've made a shih tzu
I'm having a
anyway.
very bad time. And that's without me tinniness kicking off.
So,
So in the
When
meantime,
did you make
Carol's
that
on the change, and I've made a
for me.
Yeah, when did
This
you
one.
make that bone?
This way.
Look at that, that's so cute, isn't it? Look at that.
Oh, she is adorable.
Yeah.
So I
She's
think are we
so
going with
cute.
Brie?
Yeah, I like Brie.
Wow. Brie, yeah, I think
like
so. Molly, I have to say, That is amazing. Absolutely amazing. Right, all of you get booked on those classes now. Come on, we're going to fill those classes up with
We'll
Molly.
make whatever you want.
14th and 15th of March, you know you're going to want to make one of these.
If we say for this one we'll do a long-haired dog, it means that if you want to do like a schnauzer, we can just change it ever so slightly. We can change the colours. We can give them a bit of an option.
Yeah, what, in class?
Yeah.
So they can modify their dog in class. Should
Yeah.
we do a dog on the four-legged one then?
Yeah, so say like someone's got a Westie, we'll do it in white. You know, it's
Ah,
very, and the ears will be slightly different shape, but it's a very easy shape to change. So
Yeah.
if we do this as a base guide, obviously we won't do it this fast.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, but that'd be nice to know. So what we can do is, so did you hear that, everyone? If you're going to book on the class, you can do a dog, okay? And the base is basically the same, and then we can just adjust it in
we
class.
can add different accessories.
Yeah.
And sparkly ribbon.
Which is great. So you're going to want to book on those classes. So what do we think about for the standing one?
To think about that, not sure.
So we're thinking about
What, is it
exhibition.
March?
March 4th. Do you not know? 14th and 15th.
Yeah, I do, but I forget. I'm losing it.
You put that on like the lipstick there, don't you? Right,
My previous career, Carol.
let me get my phone now. Let's do the like and shares.
What?
Right, like and shares.
So,
from last week's.
if you watch us regularly, you'll know about the new offer that we're doing. It's a like and share. So all we ask you to do is like and share the Facebook Live, share it to your family and friends or anyone who you think might be interested in watching our Sugar and Crumbs Facebook Lives. We will then pop your name into a prize draw and we draw it the following week and the winner will receive a £25 Sugar and Crumbs gift voucher. So we'll send you the code over email. You can use it on our website. Enter the code at the checkout point and it will take £25 off your total. Ooh. So if you like and share tonight's, for example, we will draw it next Monday. This week on Thursday, we're not actually doing a Facebook Live ourselves. But for example, last Thursday we did one and we'll draw it. We'll have to draw it.
No, that's Thursday. We did do a live on Thursday because I had a migraine.
Oh, of course.
But we've got Amy Archibald's live.
Okay.
So we're going to do 2 draws tonight. So we're going to do last Monday's
and
we're going to do Fridays. Okay. So that means when we're back on Thursday, there'll be no draw. So next Monday will be tonight's draw.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
We're there. We got it. Remember. Right. So what am I looking for? I made a chocolate cake last Monday.
Ooh.
Didn't I?
Did Maria eat it?
Actually, what happened to this cake? Because you took it home.
I took some home and then I took the rest of it into work and it went within the day. Yeah.
Well,
it was absolutely...
It was great because we had 145 shares. We had over 1,000 comments, which was amazing.
Wow.
You were a bit mingy on the emojis. I only got 346 loves. So there you go. Right, so here we go. Let's just see. I'm just going to load up the shares a minute. So I've just got to get them loaded up first. If you keep pinging it, it keeps happening there. And then you're going to put your fastest finger on.
Oh, right. I'm not looking. Tell me when.
I can't tell you when.
Oh, I've got to just... Are you waiting for me? Okay.
I'll tell you
Okay.
when you're ready, anytime you're ready.
There.
Ooh, Doreen Wallage. Oh, crikey.
Doreen,
sorry.
It's alright, stay there.
Doreen Wallage, she won.
There you are,
Has
Doreen, right at the
won
top.
before?
The name rings a bell.
That does ring a bell, doesn't it?
Well, she's twice as lucky.
Yeah, we know, but we've had them all keep winning. It's great.
Yeah, we do have the same people.
Right, Doreen Wallage, you are the winner from last week. And then
Congratulations.
we'll do Amy Archibald's one from Friday. So let me just
Same
go ahead. I
thing
need
again.
to load it up. Yeah. So you've won a £25 gift voucher, Dawn.
Ooh.
Congratulations, Doreen.
You could buy some legs.
Yeah, you can buy some legs. You can buy both legs. So with Amy Archibald, which was great, 128 shares, 604 comments, 425 likes, amazing live. Look at that. Look, how to make hydrangeas.
God,
So Amy Archibald, when she was in, that was it, her Avalanche Rose. I know it's stunning, isn't it? Avalanche Rose, hydrangeas last week. This was the class that Amy did. Amy's going to come back and do another class later on in the year. She did make a beautiful, is it a dahlia? Was it a dahlia that she made?
Yeah.
But my cleaner dropped it on the floor. I know. Amy said to me, she said, "Where is it?" I said, "Oh, the cleaner
Oh
dropped
yeah,
it
I
on the
remember
floor."
you saying she was mortified, wasn't she?
Yeah.
I'm doing it again.
Wait a minute, I've got to get it loaded up first. I'll tell you when we're ready. Right, anytime you're on.
There.
Oh, sorry. Oh, wait.
There.
Susan Stringer. Susan Stringer, a new one. Ooh. Susan Stringer, well done. So those 2 winners there, all you need to do is come through our website page, which is sugarandcrumbs.co.uk, go to contact info, say you're a winner of the draw. We've got your name anyhow, but message us on there and Laura will send you an email code, which is a voucher for £25 that you can spend in our shop. And if you've been watching tonight's live, we know you're going to want the leggies.
Yes, absolutely.
Molly's legs. I had to laugh at Elaine Lawton last night over the weekend when I put that post on. She said, I've never seen anybody go so crazy because I've got it on in the I'm in a serious relationship. We've got this new group called I'm in a serious relationship. And she said, I've never seen anybody go so mad over Molly's legs. They've all gone crazy. It was mad. So it was a nice bit of fun actually. Yes. So that's amazing, isn't it?
Yeah.
So what are we up to now? So Thursday, Crafters Companion. I know it's in the afternoon, but do try and watch us. Laura, Maria, John and I are up in the northeast at Crafters Companion with Sarah Davies, and we're doing a Facebook Live at 4 o'clock in the afternoon. So do put it in your diary now. I would love to see your support. It's not on the Sugar and Crumbs page, okay? So it's not, don't come to us. You're going to have to go to Crafters Companion's Facebook page to watch it. So put it in your diary because you're not going to get any reminder, nothing. John will try and share it if he can. Well, Laura and Maria will. And we'll send out an email, but do come and show Crafters Companion that you support me all the way. Yeah. We'd love to see you there. And then if you come into the demonstration mornings, all you need to do is go to Crafters Companion website, not their Facebook page. Go to there, at the top of the page, press stores, go down to the link, what area you're in. Go to we're doing demos in their stores on the 7th and the 8th and the 15th of February. It's £5 a session and you will all get front seat because we're going to do the table in the U. There's only 20 per session. We're going to do the table in the U in the middle and you'll be able to see everything, have a walk round, show you everything, and you'll all go in with a nice cupcake. Yeah, what do you think? Sounds that idea? So, and don't forget, book on Molly's class as well, 14th and 15th of March. Look at all our other classes. Laura, have we got anything else to say to anybody?
No, just very quickly, if you've missed any of tonight's live, you can always recap when we're finished. So it'll be pinned to the top of the Facebook page, and it also gets transferred over to YouTube. And if you're interested in purchasing any of the products you've seen this evening, head over to the website, which is sugarandcrumbs.co.uk. You can either shop by brand, use the search bar at the top, or head over to the Facebook Live must-haves.
And if you do watch YouTube or you go over to YouTube, don't forget to subscribe. And Molly, are you ready?
Yeah.
You ready?
For those who want to watch any more videos of Molly doing on YouTube,
this will all make sense later.
Yeah. So at the end of this video, just do it. Just do it. Press here, click, click, ding, ding.
Like when they
so
vote.
If you're on YouTube, you go over, you'll see some more of Molly's videos.
Now it's like maniacs, so that's
it.
Carol,
have we done it enough, Maria?
Feel this cake. Feel how sturdy this cake is.
It is sturdy, isn't it?
Can you lift her up so we can see her?
She's heavy.
She's quite heavy.
Ooh, she's a heavy girl. Look at that. She's a beauty.
She's gorgeous.
Right,
really
we're done.
Cute.
We're done.
Yay.
Do we need to do that box again now?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're going to do it again. Sorry.
Yeah.
Because when we come to the end of the live, we're meant to do it.
I did an extra bit.
Shall we do it again? Right, that was a practice, that one. There we go. Click here to watch Molly's videos when she's been here before. Bye-bye. Like and share. Cheerio.